good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school football playoffs. Tonight, the Kind Company, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Rightmark Roofing presents the Indian Valley Braves hosting the Jonathan Alder Pioneers in this Division IV Region 15 semifinal. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, TMK Valley Propane, and Wood Electric. Now let's head to the Hartzler Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school football with Big Z Sports.
The regional semifinal rounds are here, and tonight, throughout the state of Ohio, 56 games going on under the OHSAA banner, and we've got you covered with one of them. Out of Division IV, Region 15, the Indian Valley Braves host the Jonathan Alder Pioneers, and Big Z Sports is live here at 99.9 and on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel here from Jeanette Hutton. Good evening, everyone. Nick McWilliams and Shannon Thomas, your broadcast crew for today. Jaron, Aber, as well as Jeremy Holbrook helping us out with Claxon Communications on our YouTube channel. Daniel Adams is here. Keith Thomas is here. Adam Saweski's here. Do I want to keep going on and on here, Shannon?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's plenty. There's a couple more people here. Got a photographer here. Got a scoreboard operator here. We got them all here. So.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Abby from Claxon, too, also doing our scoreboard on our YouTube channel. We have you covered with wall-to-wall coverage because this one is a big one. 10-1, Jonathan Alder comes to Jeanette Hutton against 10-0 Indian Valley for the right to go on to the regional final out of Division IV, Region 15. Shannon, this is the same spot that we found Indian Valley in last year. They were not playing here at home for their regional semifinal showdown. Trying to remember, who was that in the regional semifinal showdown last year? I remember it actually now. I'm going to test you and see if you do.
If I had to remember, it was going to be Indian Valley versus...
I'll give you a hint if you need one.
It wasn't Lexington.
We traveled westward for it.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember.
Was it not New Lexington?
Nope.
It was New Lexington.
In the regional semifinal?
Yes, it was, because the regional final was St. Clairsville down in Zanesville. So
yep.
This is the same situation that we see Indian Valley in from their last season. Again, have not lost since the regional rounds of 2023. And this is a big test in front of them. Any test at this point of the season is a big one. Indian Valley comes in off of a rather sound victory, we could definitely say, from last week's contest. As for Jonathan Alder, same story from them as they double up Johnstown. So both these teams rolling in the right direction for sure.
Yeah, and they're both rolling pretty good, and I'll give credit a little bit to Jonathan Alder right there because I thought maybe them and Johnstown would be a lot better game than that was. And Alder just kind of went in there and took care of business in the right way to get the right to come down here to Jeanette Hutton.
Yeah, I mean, because, obviously win or go home, but for Alder all season long, They only lost one game, and it was against a Division III opponent in London. This is a battle-tested Pioneers team that is going to be a tough out. 2,400-yard passer, 1,400-yard rusher, 1,000-yard receiver. They could do it in bunches on offense.
Yeah, they're like Indian Valley. They got a lot of weapons. They spread the ball around. Indian Valley's got a lot of Grady Kinsey, but they got a bunch of other weapons they can use when they need to. So it's going to be interesting. I think tonight's going to be which team's defense is the one that shines will win this game.
Yeah, certainly. We'll dive a little bit deeper into that as we roll on with your Wood Electric pregame show, and we are going to be getting to the night's kickoff at 7 o'clock. If you have not done so and you're tuned in on the YouTube channel, get subscribed today, get those notifications on so you don't miss out on any of the coverage. And if you're tuned in at 99.9, hopefully we're saved as preset number 1 on your radio dial.
Yeah, and if you haven't made dinner plans yet, you need to call Your Pizza Shop right now because Your Pizza Shop is running a special. You can get a large pizza for only $6.99, or you can get a large pizza with 12 traditional wings for $17.98.
That one. Go with that one.
Go with that one, but just mention that you seen it on Facebook and you heard it on WTUZ Big Z Sports, and the fine folks up at Your Pizza will take care of you. And I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot go wrong with their wings. If it's traditional or boneless, they are some of the best wings around.
I think when you go there, you should actually tell them you want the Shannon Thomas special. How's that?
Well, you tell them you want the Shannon Thomas special, you're getting 20 boneless wings, and then you're getting a pizza and you're getting a salad because you got to have enough to last the whole football game.
That's what's called balance. And speaking of balance, that's what both these teams are going to need whenever it comes to how you're going to move the ball down the field. Indian Valley obviously led by senior running back Grady Kinsey. Record watch with running back Grady Kinsey, which we'll tell you about later on in our pregame show. And also check out all the coverage on the Big Z Sports social media platforms. We also I mentioned it when we opened this up, 56 games going on in the state of Ohio today because the regional semis. We've got another one from Z Country also going on up the road in Downton as the Garaway Pirates are on the road in Division 6 Region 21. You can also tune into that on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Big test out there for Garaway as they've got their eyes set on a regional final appearance.
Yeah, and these two teams played a couple years ago. We went up there and did that game. It was in Downton too, and the people up there at Downton, the Booster Club and everything, they did a nice job welcoming the Pirate community, and they're opening their gates tonight. And that's going to be another battle up there, and luckily for the Pirates, they didn't have to travel too far this time, probably about 35 minutes from over there.
Not too bad.
It's Sugar Creek, just a little windy roads getting there, maybe a horse and buggy in the way. But got over there early enough, and they're ready to play. And like Nick said, you can watch that on our YouTube channel. And if you got two TVs, turn them both on.
There you go. All right, 2 devices, 2 smartphones, 2 tablets, whatever it is, how you're going to tune in this one. We want you to enjoy all the high school football coverage that Big Z Sports brings. Stick with us. When we return after this upcoming break, we've got the tail of the tape. Jonathan Alder's in town in Jeanette and Hutton. The Indian Valley Braves hosting the regional semifinal. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Rightmark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Rightmark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
At Hartson's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartson's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yerkesville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? MPAC Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, MPAC Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit MPAC Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what MPAC Collision can do for you.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports. Ball Z Country.
It is your Wood Electric pregame show live from Jeanette Hutton. Jonathan Alder in town to take on Indian Valley in a matchup in the regional semifinal. Shannon, when we go all the way back to week 1, this is one of those things where you have a certain expectation, and those expectations, especially coming off of a state championship run, the first in school history, has had to be your expectation to get back here. But I would guess that every single player on that Braves sideline has the same message in mind, or same idea in mind. The job is not done yet.
No, and the Braves, like they upped that schedule in the first half of the year to help get them back here. You know, like I said, week 1, they went up to Green, a Division 2 team?
Division 2, yes.
Division 2 team was in a battle up there. They made some big mistakes in that game, was still able to come out with a win. Then they took on Steubenville, won that game very easily. And everybody says, Steubenville's down. Well, guess who's still playing in the playoffs tonight?
And guess who hasn't lost a game since they dropped that one in Indian Valley?
You know, and so the Steubenville, Garrettway's still in the playoffs that Indian Valley defeated. Ridgewood and Claymont, those guys all bowed out already. But this Indian Valley team has been battle-tested. You know, just because sometimes they win their games a little bigger than you think, they're ready for this atmosphere. And but tonight, Alder comes in, and they're also ready. And they're looking to come into Indian Valley's home and take them out.
Well, this has been a new regime, you could say, with Alder because Brett Glass, a couple of seasons under the helm now with the Pioneers. Clearly something working right. Sitting at 10-1 coming into this showdown. A big win over Johnstown last week, doubling them up, in fact. You know, you and I were trying to break things down, kind of look at Jonathan Alder, what they were going to present on an offensive and a defensive standpoint. You and I saw the same thing on the offense. This is a offense that can take the top off, but it doesn't have to necessarily be on deep passes down the field. They will spread things out. There'll be screens. There will be carries up the middle. They have a dynamic offense that can really burn you, not necessarily one that you're going to get on the other side of Indian Valley that's supposed to wear you down.
Yeah, this Alder team, like I said, we both kind of watched a little bit of film from a couple different games. You watch one game and you think, man, this is a very good football team. They're going to give Indian Valley fits. And then you watch another game and you see their vulnerability. They make mistakes, or they did this wrong, or they did that wrong. But at the end of the night, they found a way to win. And sometimes that's all you got to do. When you make mistakes, don't hang your head and find a way to win. And that's what Alder has been able to do all season long. As far as Indian Valley, it's a veteran group. A lot of young kids play, but they've been playing since they were freshmen and sophomores. And they only know one thing, like you said. We're going to line up, and we're going to play smash-mouth football. And that's one thing that Indian Valley's always been able to do is hit hard, and do it all night long.
We're going to have to certainly do that. We'll look first at the Pioneers, what they're going to be presenting on offense. We mentioned about a 2,400-yard passer. That would be in quarterback Brock Hughes, the 6'2", 190-pound senior. You also have a senior tailback, 5'10", 165, and Cashton Wheeler. Got a little insight, which you're going to be hearing later on from head coach Brett Glass. Cash Wheeler, this is his first time this full year being a tailback. Before that, he was a wide receiver. ended up coming in the tailback role, and now he has just, rattled off a 1,400-yard season. He is a very quick back. On one cut, can be gone.
Yeah, and that's what I seen on film. They're kind of a lot like Indian Valley. There wasn't too many drives where you see them wear an opponent out and get all the way down to the 2-yard line. They would do a little misdirection, and next thing you know, it's a 35, 40-yard touchdown. Same way with the quarterback. He'd do a little bit of play-action fake, and he would dump it off to his running back out in the flats, or he hit a wide receiver streaking. They make big plays a lot throughout the game.
Now, going down in terms of the size on the offensive and defensive lines, there's going to be some size out there that Indian Valley is going to have to deal with, but it's not going to be anything new. They have dealt with this before when it comes to being undersized on the offensive front. One of the big men who's actually out there right now for the coin toss in Anderson Storts, a senior lineman, 6'2", 270. We're going to see, somebody, a big body who can really take up some space. Indian Valley is going to have to depend on that very, very, very sound technique in order to get him off of his assignment.
And like I said, that's what Indian Valley's had to deal with the last 2 seasons. They've been undersized on the offensive line, but their defensive line does the right things, and they take the right step. They go on the offensive line, they take the right step, they get in the right position, make the right blocks. They work good as a team, and that kind of gives the defensive linemen fits.
Now, for the defensive side of things, whatever Alder is going to deal with from the Indian Valley side, we saw the defense from Alder. They are able to really get in the backfield quickly. They're able to break up some passes. They will clog up your running lanes. There's been some moments this season where they've had some cracks show in that armor, and that's a tough task whenever you're going against an Indian Valley team that will find every single hole that you've got in that defense.
And sometimes that's what hurts teams going against Grady Kinsey. If you give me a defensive line that's fast, sometimes they over-pursue thinking they can take a different angle, and before you know it, 22 makes that one cut, and he's gone, and you're chasing him for 30 yards. Your defensive line up front with Grady Kinsey, the first job you need to do is put a hat on a hat and fill the gaps. Let your linebackers come up and try to make the plays for you, because if not, it's going to be a long night of chasing 22.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we'll look on the offensive side of things for the Indian Valley Braves. You mentioned Kinsey already. We mentioned a record watch, because right now for Grady's career, sitting at 122 rushing touchdowns, that puts him 2 shy from tying, 3 from breaking the OHSAA record for all-time rushing touchdowns, currently held by Daniel Bangura of Harvest Prep. He did that back from 2014 through 2017, 124 of them. Shannon, he could be poised to do it tonight to set some history.
Yeah, and everybody here is on record watch, and I kind of go back and I look at the body of work that Grady Kinsey's done this year, he's done last year, he's done all these years. There's multiple times that Grady doesn't care about that record. In the end, it would be nice to have that record, but we've watched him run out of bounds at the 1-yard line so he could bring in one of his offensive linemen and say, you know what, you've blocked for me for 2 years. Go get your touchdown, big man.
If you're wondering, if you missed it this year, that'd be Coy Haney as left guard.
And he did it last year with an offensive lineman. Grady is a complete team player. All he cares about at the end of the night is the W in the win column. He doesn't want to go out there and make this about him. It's about his football team and their wins. And if he gets accolades along the way, he's happy with it. If he don't, he's happy with it. And that's the type of person he is.
On the other side of the record watch as well, the total touchdowns record, Grady's not far behind that either. 6 to tie, 7 to break. Also held by Daniel Bangura. Not saying that can happen tonight, but he's still right there knocking on the doorstep. And I think that kind of puts into perspective just how incredible he has been as a tailback here at Indian Valley. But not only that, as a linebacker too. Defensively, sometimes we don't even talk about his defensive prowess. I mean, he's, I think, the team leading tackler right now.
Yeah, he's done an outstanding job at linebacker this year. Last year, he didn't play a lot of defense. This year, he plays both ways all night long, usually until halftime. At halftime, they've had big enough leads where the coaches are like, all right, you're done playing defense. They bring Bronco Braun in or they bring somebody else in to give him a break, keep him from getting wore out. Like you said, he's just a two-way player, and he's done a great job.
Now, we've said a whole bunch about 22 that's going to be out there in red and blue, but that's not the only weapon that Indian Valley is going to be presenting. Quarterback Riker Williams last week, really an overall very solid performance. 2 interceptions he did throw. You could kind of look at both of them as arm punts. They were throws way deep down the field and kind of got in a bind. But other than that, extremely efficient. We haven't seen Riker have to do a overabundance with his legs. This could be one of those games where they let number 8 run wild.
Well, like I said, that's one of those things where teams watch film. They get prepared. So when Alder watched film from last week's game, they're thinking, oh, this quarterback don't run. This quarterback throws. Well, then you know what happens? number 8 goes out and he puts up 100 yards rushing on you. Because Riker Williams, he's another one of those athletes. He just wants to run over somebody. And last week, he didn't have to run over nobody. They used his arm last week, and he had, was it 2 or 3 touchdowns? He had 3 touchdown passes last week. So an outstanding game thrown. Like you said, those 2 interceptions was just trying to make something happen. I guarantee you after he watched the film, he probably looked at himself and said, come on, Frank. What's wrong with you?
Well, you say he wants to go out there and run somebody over. Didn't have to do that offensively. Defensively, he did, though. We saw a hit in the backfield from Riker that was just, you and I both had the jaws hit the floor. That is something truly special about the junior quarterback and linebacker. I keep calling him a defensive end. He lines up more at linebacker than anything else. He is somebody who is a punishing hitter, even though he might not be on the same kind of size that you'd expect that. But that's what you get because you have a defensive line around him as well that can really create havoc in the backfield, whether that's Titan Peterman, Brogan O'Connor, even Brogan Wilson in the middle, too, the big man who you might think is clogging up holes more often than not. He's in the backfield chasing quarterbacks, too.
And that's nice. They got Titan Peterman back tonight. He'll play with a brace on his arm. He's ready to go. But Titan Peterman and O'Connor and Williams, they get so much pressure in the backfield. Like I said, Riker Williams, I've said it numerous broadcasts, he's the quarterback for this football team. And how many quarterbacks across the state of Ohio lead your football team in career sacks? He's just an outstanding player regardless if he's on offense or defense. And then all those other players you mentioned, they'll all be ready to go tonight. They lost Kyler Vosick in the secondary due to injury, but they got Pasine back there and they got Hostetler back there. And as a group, this Indian Valley defense, they fly to the football. Sometimes they get caught looking and a big play comes up on them, but you better either take it to the house or get out of bounds because wherever they catch you at, they're going to punish you.
Now, we've mentioned a lot of playmakers for Indian Valley, but what we haven't talked about is a vastly, I would say improved, but a receiver core that has found a little bit more of their stride, you should say. Reese St. Clair, we've seen him multiple times this year with some big catches, and he is somebody who is incredibly hard to bring down in open space. Colt James gives you a little bit more of a size matchup down the field if you're throwing it. Carson Hostetler, one of the fastest players in the state of Ohio, could be a matchup nightmare. Kellen Coates last week got in on the passing game as well. Indian Valley starting to show a few more wrinkles on the offensive side of the ball, and that could spell trouble for other teams.
Yeah, in years past when you watch these football teams, they would only have one, maybe two wide receivers or a tight end that they could trust. Now they got, like you said, they got a whole bunch of them. James has really come into his own. St. Clair and Hostetler got that speed. But like you said, Kellen Coates missed a little bit this year due to an injury. He got back, and all of a sudden last week he's out there running people over at the tight end spot, catching passes, and unfortunately one went for about 70 yards and got called back on a penalty.
But he followed it up with a 21-yard catch.
But the problem is now all these teams see that on film. Mm-hmm. Now they got to prepare for all these athletes and not just one.
Well, we're going to see how both of these styles match up. Now, the interesting part that you and I, whenever we were watching some of the film, was that for the way that Alder runs an offense, they're going to have their own ways of doing things. But eerily similar in some ways as Indian Valley. They have a limited number of formations. They're going to stick to their guns. They're going to stick to what they know. Not necessarily going to go way too far outside the box in terms of what you've seen on film. But every one of these teams has a little something stored away for these kind of moments.
I've been around this football team for the last 10 years since I've been with Big Z Sports. I spent most of my time on their sideline. And one thing that Coach Chad Peterman, the offensive coordinator, told me, they know what we're going to run. It's no secret. Stop it. And it's just plain and simple. You know what they're going to run. They do most of the same plays, different formations. But at the end of the day, their offensive line is coached up so much, and their wide receivers do such a great job blocking downfield that they're just saying, hey, if you know what we're going to run, stop it.
Yeah, and we're going to definitely be seeing a lot of that offensive line and defensive line for Indian Valley step up to the plate for the task. This is going to be a fun one, partner. Jonathan Alder, Indian Valley Regional Semifinal live here at 99.9 and on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Get ready, everybody. Kickoff's going to be on the way, but we've got a few other things to get to. Up first, we go down to the sideline with the coach in Brett Glass for Jonathan Alder. Soon after that, Matt Lancaster of the Indian Valley Braves. You're locked in with your home for high school playoff football with Big Z Sports.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostics equipment. Whether your vehicle needs regular maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company, Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com.
Back into the Wood Electric pregame show live from Janaden-Hutton here at 99.9 WTUZ and the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as we've got regional semifinal action out of Region 15. Jonathan Alder, the Pioneers in town to take on the Indian Valley Braves. We'll go along the sideline with the coach, brought to you by Lindsay Adams State Farm Insurance Agency. Head coach Brett Glass for the Alder Pioneers. Coach, obviously a fantastic time of year. Everybody loves when the playoffs get down to this. I was just talking, though, before we got started here, 56 games throughout the entire state of Ohio tonight, and you guys are one of the teams participating in that. I know it's a good feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's no ode all to our kids and the way they've, prepared all off season and the way they've played all season, the way our coaches have got them ready to play, and just a super exciting time, not just here, but all over the state of Ohio.
Now, I want to look back at last game out for you guys in the regional quarterfinals against Johnstown, a team that can be a very dangerous team. Everybody knows that around from this region. Indian Valley's played them a few times in the playoffs. What was working so right for your team that ended up making the difference?
Honestly, defensively, we really did a really good job of stopping their run game. And I think once we made them do some things they didn't want to do offensively, it helped out. And then broke a couple big plays early in the game. Cash Wheeler and Trey Bentley both, and we're able to get ahead of them. And again, team that likes to run the ball kind of put them off schedule a little bit and kind of played into our hands.
I definitely wanted to ask you, I know you've got playmakers at every position, but with Cash Wheeler, just seeing what he's able to do, it seems like just one step and all of a sudden he's at a different gear than everybody else has. And you almost expect that from a senior running back after all that growth through the 4 years he's been there.
Yeah, what's crazy about him is this is his first year playing running back. He was a receiver coming in this year, and they lost. This is my first year here, and they lost their starting tailback. So in the offseason, we were trying to figure out who's going to run the ball for us. And he's the fastest, most athletic kid, and he's kind of taken the reins and gone with it, and it surprised even me, and probably, to be honest with you, himself.
Now, also from the quarterback position, we talked about your run game, but you've had almost a 2,400-yard passer this season. What's been working there from that position?
Just really smart, takes care of the football, makes all the right decisions. Brock, first-year starter at quarterback as well, guy that hasn't had a lot of reps coming into this year, and has really taken over the role, leader of our offense. But I think his biggest thing is making good decisions and getting the ball to those playmakers you were talking about.
And defensively, this is an Indian Valley team. I know you guys watching film might be a little bit different from some of the things you normally would see. Going to be a big battle in the trenches. So what have you been talking about with your, front seven who are going to have to be tasked with a big task here tonight?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The run game, that Indian Valley brings to the table, obviously with Kinsey, but also with quarterback and some other guys. Got to be what you aim to stop. And, our front seven needs to be physical. We need to tackle well. We need to get off blocks, all those things that all coaches preach. But it'll be even more of a premium tonight.
What was the one thing you'd say, this is the last question I have for you, what was the one thing that you would say throughout this entire week of preparation that you guys focused on the most, even as small of an intangible as it could be?
I would just say matching physicality. I can tell Coach Lancaster, prides himself on having a really physical football team just from watching the film and, watching their run last year, and just matching their physicality and taking it up a notch and matching punch for punch.
Well, I appreciate your time, Coach, and good luck to Jonathan Alder tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Head Coach Brett Glass brought to you by Lindsay Adams State Farm Insurance Agency. Stay tuned. Head Coach Matt Lancaster is on the way in the Wood Electric pregame show.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hi, I'm Crystal, General Manager at Loudon Motors Ford. I invite you to stop in and feel the difference of shopping for your next vehicle with our friendly, non-commissioned sales staff, or the personal touch that you will receive from one of the last family-owned and operated dealerships for nearly 100 years. So my question for you is, when will you experience the crystal clear and loud and clear advantage right here in sunny Minerva, Ohio?
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At LodgeVision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At LodgeVision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. LodgeVision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
Big moments are coming. Are you ready? If you need sponsor banners, graduation programs, or yard sale signs, the East Central Ohio Print Center has you covered. Visit ecoprintcenter.org. And if you've got a new driver in the house, East Central Ohio ESC offers flexible driver's education with in-car training and online options. Scholarships are available from signs to steering wheels. The East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is here to help. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org. There's something special about Newtown Mall. It's more than just a place to shop, it's where the community comes together. Whether you're finding the perfect gift, meeting up with friends, or just enjoying a stroll through your favorite stores, it's a great time anytime. With local favorites, familiar faces, and new experiences waiting around every corner, there's always a reason to visit. Stay connected and see what's happening. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram or visit newtownmall.com today.
Newtown Mall, a great time anytime. Newtown Mall, this town is your town.
Regional semifinal action here from Jeanette Hutton live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and at 99.9 WTUZ out of Region 15. It is the Indian Valley Braves hosting the Jonathan Alder Pioneers. And we go along the sidelines with the coach, brought to you by Lindsay Adams State Farm Insurance Agency, head coach Matt Lancaster for the Indian Valley Braves. Back again for a home game for a regional semifinal. Not a bad deal there.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful night in Jeanette. Weather's going to be it's about as good as you can expect this time of year, and two good football teams, a playoff atmosphere. We're excited for it.
And looking back at last week, I know you guys obviously sitting down, kind of breaking down the film of how everything played out. How would you grade the overall performance for the Braves? You know, defensively only giving up 14 points. Did give up some yards, but when you're not getting the points up on the board, or they're not getting them, I'm sure you kind of will take that as a trade-off.
Yeah, I thought we played well. You know, they ran a lot of plays last week, but they only averaged two and a half yards per play, and offensively, we didn't run many plays, but we averaged 17 yards a play. So our kids executed. We got the job done. Was able to make them a little one-dimensional after, they prefer to run the ball. So, I'd give us a B+.
Looking over at the other sideline with Jonathan Alder, just at the stats, jump off the page, a 2,400-yard passer and a 1,400-yard rusher. Probably a team that can move the ball rather well.
Yeah, definitely. Their offense is, very explosive. They got nice playmakers all over the place. All the receivers are good, and the backs, exceptional, and the quarterback does a good job of running things. And they're solid up front, so they're definitely a different animal to deal with in their offense.
Now, for you guys on the offensive side of the ball, I know first and foremost, goal number one, win the game, move on to another regional final. But there's a little bit of history that could be in your backfield with Grady Kinsey, 2 touchdowns away from the rushing record to tie, 3 to break it. I'm sure that's not something that's been at the forefront of Grady's mind, though.
No, I'm sure that's the last thing he's thinking about. He's thinking about coming out here and playing the best he can for his teammates and, getting this last win on our home field. The last time that these seniors will play here. So I'm sure that's what he's thinking about. If he's able to get that done, and that'll be a cherry on top.
Now, looking at some of the plays that were made last week, we talk about Grady, we talk about Riker, we talk about, the ones that we always expect, but it always seems somebody new will step up and make a big play. Brett O'Connor made some nice tackles, and you had Colt James with a nice strip and a fumble recovery. Knowing that you got players out there who, they might not be the ones who are stuffing the box score, but will step up and make those big plays. I think in this same situation last year, I asked you about that too. They have to be difference makers.
It's huge. Kellen Coates, at tight end last year made some plays, and Colt James had a big receiving night, and Reese St. Clair, made some plays on both sides of the ball, and it just shows that we're not, just dependent on just 2 guys, and we got a lot of other guys. And teams, when they try to, focus on those 1 or 2 guys, we got other guys that can hurt you, And defensively, you mentioned a lot of those guys playing well, and that was a real key for us so far in the playoffs, how our defense has been playing.
And finally for you, just the last thing that I'll ask you, looking across the field at Alder, I know it's a team that, you guys don't normally take on. You get to this point of the year and you expect that. What has been one of the biggest key focuses that you guys had in practice this week, whether it was on offense or defense?
Just executing, just executing the game plan. We've been doing this for a long time with these the same group of kids, and they know the routine now, and they know what it comes down to is just execute. Do your job, read your keys, be assignment sound on both sides of the ball, and that's all we can do, and the scoreboard will take care of itself.
Always appreciate your time, Coach, and as always, good luck to the Braves.
Yep, thanks, Nick.
Head coach Matt Lancaster for the Indian Valley Braves, brought to you by Lindsay Adams State Farm Insurance Agency. Stay tuned. The night's kickoff is on the way on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and at 99.9 WTUZ.
Want to stay warm in your vehicle this winter? Call the Remote Start Pros at Cartoons and Accessories in New Philly. With over 15,000 units installed over 18 years in the market, Cartoons in-car experts have the expertise to get the job done right. Cartoons carries a full assortment of remote starts that give you any desired range needed to warm up your car from anywhere. We also do diesel vehicles as well as standard shift vehicles. So don't delay. Call Cartoons today and schedule an appointment to stay warm all winter long. Cartoons at 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. 330-339-2006. Be there.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of these communities, there is nothing better than high school football. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
Simona Bolteron is a global leader in plastics technology, manufacturing thermoplastic products for industries such as aircraft interior parts, medical device housings, wall coverings, general thermoforming, and many more. Simona Bolteron, a company like a friend, is proud to be a part of the community and wishes all local athletes good luck and have a great year. For more information, visit them online at bolteron.com. Simona Bolteron, 1 General Street, Newcomerstown.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports. This is Sports, your home for high school football.
Welcome back to Janaten Hutton and the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio as the Indian Valley Braves are about set to take the field in this regional semifinal clash out of Region 15. 10-0 this season, looking to keep their quest alive to defend the Division 4 state title as they come through the banner on the Brave Spear. Rowan Pacine, Grady Kinsey, the two men who come through, two players who will absolutely be trying to help lead this team tonight.
Yeah, this game is going to be huge. The atmosphere is huge. This game is so big, we're being streamed worldwide tonight.
Technically, we can't actually say that.
I mean, we actually, from the Shannon in Yerricksville, it is packed with people watching, all the way to China where Michelle Carlisle is watching. I mean, we're worldwide tonight, baby.
Which is kind of crazy to think about, truthfully. It is 10-1, Jonathan Alder in town to take on 10-0 Indian Valley. The Braves are going to come into this, Shannon, and obviously want to put their best foot forward. But I think this could be a perfect opportunity, too. If you have confidence in what your offense can do, we've seen those extra new wrinkles. Not necessarily a bad time if you want to pull another rabbit out of the hat and see what you got in store for maybe something else to catch the Pioneers off guard.
You know, and I just keep thinking, you know, everybody focuses on 22. And we've seen what happened last year in the playoffs where, you know, 22 would hand the ball off to number 8. Number 8 would run it. But you got to kind of wonder, how early is Coach Lancaster going to go to that play-action fake and Colt James is going to be coming down the middle or that tight end seam or Reese St. Clair? Like they got so many weapons this year. If Alder loses focus on the complete team that Indian Valley is, they could get themselves in trouble. But with the size that Alder's got, Indian Valley can't get complacent of what they've done so far this postseason because this Alder team is very big, very talented, and very fast.
Certainly are, and I believe it was Alder who won the coin toss, and they might have been doing some scouting because they want Indian Valley to take the ball first and not give the high-powered offense the chance to start off the second half.
Well, I can guarantee you they won the toss because Indian Valley will never take the ball to start the game, so Alder had to win the toss.
Kicker Logan Rich, the senior, about set for our opening Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. Roof's about to blow off this place in Janayton as we are about set for regional semi-final action. 2 men back deep for the Braves, and we are underway out of Region 15. Carson Hostetler, the speedster, will get it at his own 5-yard line. Looks for a seam up the middle, now goes to the left side. Sidesteps one tackle at the 30, and is hit in the hip and taken out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Indian Valley will start off in some good field position. Junior quarterback Riker Williams at the helm. He'll be lining up in front of senior running back Grady Kinsey as the Braves will go to work.
Yeah, nice run right there by Hostetler. Like I said, he caught that ball over here on this side with the hash mark, and he ran clear across the field and still able to pick up about 25 yards on that return. So nice return by Hostetler right there, showing his speed.
Alder defensively will be stacking the box as they'll go with 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. They'll go I-form, will the Braves, as Williams will go under center. Barr's your fullback, Kinsey your running back. Handoff, cutback, Kinsey has a lane into the second level, stays on his feet past the safety. There goes Kinsey, and he's going to go. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Indian Valley from 68 yards out. Grady Kinsey on his first carry.
And just like that, Grady Kinsey puts another rushing touchdown on the board, so now he only needs 1 to tie the all-time record in the state of Ohio and 2 to break it. And he just shot out there. He took a big hit right there at the second level, bounced off his offensive lineman, and his wide receivers did a nice job pushing forward, and he took it all the way to the house.
You see that on the Ron's Heating and Cooling replay on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as Kinsey electrifies the home crowd from Janayton. Colt James for the extra point. Low snap, low line drive kick, but it finds its way through. Braves up 7-0. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Let the experts at Bear Carpet One in Sugar Creek help you pick out the right window treatment for you. Bear is now carrying Alta Window Fashions. Their cost-effective, made-in-America blinds and shades come in many styles. Honeycomb, roller shades, wood, faux wood, aluminum, and vertical blinds. Even custom shutters in many fabrics and materials. Alta blinds and shades can be automated through a remote, smartphone, or even voice. Come check out Bear's Alta display. Bear Carpet One, just off Route 39 in the Salzburg Plaza in Sugar Creek.
USP Sandblasting and Painting specializes in sandblasting, painting, high-quality graphics, decals, banners, and signs. Whether you have a one-time job or a company that needs multiple graphics, USP provides their design services to create the attention-grabbing designs tailored to fit your needs. For 38 years, USP has provided their customers with high-quality sandblasting and painting services. To hear all USP Sandblasting and Painting has to offer, call 740-254-9061.
Welcome back to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Cartoons at New Philadelphia kickoff upcoming as the Braves are pumping it up to start off this regional semifinal showdown as Kinsey takes it 68 yards to the house to open it up. James with a pop kick over to the left side. It's going to roll towards the sideline, and a gunner in Reese St. Clair was trying to get there, but it goes out of bounds. So Jonathan Alder will start off in some great starting field position.
I'll tell you what, Alder was lucky right there that it took the right bounce because the up man up here gave up on it, let it go over his head. Reese St. Clair had a bead line on it. He was going to beat the older player there, and it just got to the sideline just in time.
Big thanks to Daniel Adams and Keith Thomas, both doing some social media work for us down there on the sideline tonight, as they'll be keeping you posted on the Big Z Sports Facebook page. 35-yard line is where the Pioneers will take over, and it looks like they're going to spread things out in the pistol. Going to go 3 wide receivers to the right. Either going to be a receiver here left, or he'll line up tight to the line as a tight end. That's what he'll do. It's going to be a shotgun. Brock Hughes, the senior, has Cashton Wheeler to his right, a fellow senior in the backfield. Hughes takes the snap, swing pass over to the right side in a screen and looking for room, cutback lane, and picking up some nice yardage there up to the 42-yard line. Looks like that was sophomore Trey Bentley who will grab that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those things you said off air earlier tonight is Alder likes to run a lot of screens out there to number 3, try to get him a little bit of mismatch. And right there they had a little mismatch. They was able to pick the block up on Pacine, and he was able to get up the field right there for a nice little gain.
7-yard pitch and catch. That was something we saw some success last week against Indian Valley's defense.
And the thing is, Indian Valley, you can do that to them enough times going down the field, but eventually they make the right adjustment and cause a turnover.
Motion man from right to left. Shotgun. Wheeler looks for room, lost his footing, and he's going to get stood up and lost a yard. Wheeler goes down as there was nowhere to go. Indian Valley collapsed in the middle immediately, gave up no running lanes there.
Actually lost a yard, it looks like.
One of the men who was at the bottom of the pile, Kinsey was in there, but Riker Williams down at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, Williams is just a dog when he gets up on that defensive line.
They did give him a loss of one. Wheeler, 1,400-yard rusher, just shy of 1,400 yards is the senior.
If you're Indian Valley now, you got to watch for number 3 to see if they go back. He's going to line up a little tighter here to the offensive line.
They'll ISO Chase Metzel, the big wide receiver, near side close to us. Hughes goes back to pass pressure in the middle, delivers middle of the field. He's got a receiver in Bentley who is ridden down at the 49-yard line. Nice pickup there for a First Federal Community Bank first down, an 8-yard pickup as Bentley streaked to the middle of the field and got into the open space.
Yeah, he just did a nice job right there. He waited for the linebackers to kind of step up, and as soon as they stepped up, he ran his route right behind them, and then the quarterback did a nice job throwing the ball right in between them.
Knocking on the door of plus territory as Alder taking their time getting their play calls in. Now they'll come up to the line, pistol set. Hughes has a running back behind him in Wheeler. Wing to the left side, actually in the right side. Wide receiver tight to the line to the right. That's going to be a handoff. Wheeler plunges forward. He gets grabbed by Big Brogan Wilson and taken down at the line. Nowhere for Wheeler to go.
Yeah, Wheeler kind of hesitated when he got to the line of scrimmage there. He kind of tried to stop like a deer in headlights right there. And speaking of deer, if you need some help with some land management or some deer minerals for your whitetail, call the fine folks at Tails Minerals. They got all kinds of options where they can help you out. They can fill your deer feeders for you, clear some brush, do some snow removal. It's a newer company here in Tuscarawas County, so check them out on Facebook.
Wheeler offset left in the shotgun. Hughes in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers to the left. Play fake. Hughes swing pass left side. Receiver defender was right there and ripped it away. Brett O'Connor read the screen and grabbed the receiver right as it went into his hands of Bentley and ripped him down incomplete.
Yeah, nice job right there by O'Connor. He went around the person that was supposed to block him right there, jumped the route, and that's one thing Indian Valley hasn't done in the past, and you can tell they were scouted and they were ready for it.
3rd and 10 upcoming, 9:11 to go in this first quarter. Hughes getting a play call from the sideline. Metzel, the big wide receiver, near side closest to us, will have a slot receiver to his right. Shotgun again for Hughes. Wheeler to his right. Straight drop, now we'll go to the left side. Backside pressure from Kinsey. He's there. He's got him by the hips, and he'll take him down.
Actually, that was O'Connor.
That was Brogan O'Connor who came into the backfield, and a big sack takes him back to the 34-yard line. O'Connor showing off the speed on the pursuit.
Yeah, O'Connor got in there. He got right by the offensive lineman, did a nice little move right there. Shot through the gap and wrapped that quarterback up and took him for a ride.
Probably a wise decision for Hughes, who just decided to tuck it and take the sack and not try to force something down the field, which could have been disaster. Punt time now for the Pioneers as Reese St. Clair will go back deep for Indian Valley. Punter back there looks like it is Parker Bates, a freshman. It bounces to him. He'll have to step into it, and he'll drive it away. Pretty nice punt, all things considered. St. Clair steps up, fair catch, and he puts his knee down as well at the 36-yard line. Indian Valley takes back over on offense.
Nice job by Brogan O'Connor right there. As he come in after that ball bounced on the turf, he had a shot to maybe go for a block, but he was smart enough to realize I might not get there and don't want to rough him.
Williams will come back out with the Braves offense trimmed in the blue pants and red tops this time around. Another uniform choice, paying homage back to the 80s again. Is it not, Shannon? Or the 90s?
Yeah, they went with that choice last year, I believe, during the playoffs.
Pistol set. Williams in front of Kinsey. They'll turn. Play fake. Williams straight drop. Middle of the field. Actually, he'll swing it to the right side. St. Clair's got a lot of space. He's at midfield. Tries to cut back. Nice spin move. He's got more room. Up to the 45. Still on his feet. And he'll get taken down by a defensive lineman who gets down the field. Up to the 42-yard line.
You know, and you watch that play right there and you think Reese St. Clair did a lot of good things there. And he did, but I got to give a shout-out right there to Bradley Barr. Bradley Barr was coming over and was getting ready to lay a block. Would have been a blindside block into the last second. He just pulled up, left his hands up in the air, and Reese just spun around him and went. And he didn't get nailed for a bad block right there.
23-yard pickup. St. Clair continues to impress. Rowan Pacine will ISO left. 2 wide receivers to the right. Fullback in the backfield in the pistol in Barr. Williams, pitch play. Kinsey looks for room on the right side. Cuts back in. Titan Peterman throwing the block all the way down the field and up to the 30-yard line. 12-yard pickup, moving the chains again with Kinsey.
Yeah, Titan Peterman, like we said, he's back after taking a couple games off. Had a little bit of an elbow injury. He's got that big J.J. Watt brace on tonight. Got him all taped up, and he wasn't going to miss this game for anything.
Peterman driving his man back. Titan is listed at 6'1", 220. Blocks a lot bigger than that. Shotgun, Kinsey, left of Williams. 1 by 1. Tight end either side of the formation. Hostetler motions from the right to left. It's Williams with the read on the left side. He's got a lane. He's up to the 20, into the red zone, and taken down at the 19-yard line. 11-yard pickup for Williams, his first carry, and it's got him in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone.
One thing about Indian Valley quarterbacks and running backs, they won't dodge a hit. If you're going to try to be man enough to stand there and take them on, they're going to put their helmet in their chest, and they're going to drive through you. And Williams right there, he shoved the defender back about 3 yards after they made contact.
Well, and that motion man, too, in Hostetler from right to left will really kind of draw some defenses over to that side, considering, it's the speedster. You know how much speed he's got. Kinsey's going to line up as your Wildcat quarterback. He's going to fake a throw to the right and step up. He doesn't have much room, so he'll bounce out to the left side, up to the 15, still going, flag on the left sideline. He got up to the 14-yard line, but likely coming back in the area where a blocker was engaged with a defender.
Yeah, they're going to get a hold over there.
So wipe the nice carry out there for Kinsey. Had no running lane in front of him. Nice patience, hesitation to go on the outside and take what the defense was giving him, but it is all for naught.
Yeah, like you said, it could have been a stop in the backfield. Kind of actually benefited him a little bit to let him run a little bit and then get called for the hold downfield. So now they lose 4 yards right there.
And he puts him back to the 23-yard line.
And that's the plus side of the hold happening down the field. He was able to get some yards, so then it goes from there.
It puts you behind the sticks, but not too far is the benefit. In the shotgun, 2 running backs in the backfield with Williams. High snap, he'll corral it, fakes it to Kinsey, straight up the middle, and Williams is going to go. Old-fashioned read option out of the shotgun as Riker Williams goes in from 23 yards out. Check out the Rod's Heating and Cooling replay as everybody bit on the fake to 22.
Yeah, they all fit on the fake. So
you did it too.
They bit on it so bad right there. He just kind of jogged up through there. He just did a nice little jog.
13-0, Braves lead, not even halfway through the first quarter. Colt James to attempt the extra point. Williams to hold. Good snap, good hold, and it's blocked as a backman will come up and take it out of the air from James, but the Braves still lead by 2 scores. Big Z Sports is back after this.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Canadian-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Canadian-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Adventure starts at Addy Polaris in New Philadelphia. Whether you ride Polaris or Can-Am, they've got the machines, parts, and service to keep you rolling. Their certified technicians handle everything from first service to full service, plus tires and repairs on most major brands. Family owned and trusted since 1955, Addy Polaris is your go-to power sports destination for Ohio and beyond. Stop in today or give them a call at 330-339-3351. Addy Polaris LLC, where your next adventure begins.
Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. A short one from James again. An upman will grab it at his own 32-yard line and go up to the 39-yard line as James didn't get much under that one. It'll be Jonathan Alder's offense, or this time their offense will take the field trailing 13-0. Shannon, you and I are still stumbling over ourselves after that fantastic fake from Williams. Got the entire defense slanting right.
Yeah, and that's the plus to having a running back like you do with Grady Kinsey. They put so much effort and try to stop him. As long as the quarterback does a nice job with his fake and sells it, then he can do what he wants with the ball.
Shotgun empty now as they'll go 1 by 3, tight end left side of the line. Hughes by himself. He'll go back to pass. Now he'll roll to the right. He'll give it out to his receiver in Wheeler. Wheeler's got a lot of room in the flat. Cuts outside. He's got a first down and more as he'll go up to about the Indian Valley 46-yard line. Nice pickup that time of 14.
And the same thing right there. They put so much in number 3 where he was at. They didn't realize that the running back was going to wheel out there and get a pass.
14-yard pickup. 3 for 4 so far as Hughes in the passing game. Not really seen him had to push it down the field yet. Still very early. Not even halfway gone through this first quarter. 2 by 1. Wing on the left side. Shotgun for Hughes. Wheeler offset to his left. Hughes, pitch play. Wheeler looks for room, and he's got almost nowhere to go, but he did a great cut up the middle. Eventually, Brogan O'Connor recovers, and he'll get him at the 42-yard line. Pickup of 4. Wheeler did a great job finding the lane that was barely there.
Yeah, like you said, he's got speed, and he's got a real good cut. Everything was shut down, and he was going, but he had the defense rolling so fast one way, he made a nice little backside cut and was able to get some yardage.
That's what we've seen from Wheeler, able to make a lot of defenses pay this year on those cutback lanes and over pursuit. 1 by 2, shotgun again. Hughes has Wheeler to his right. Back to pass. Clean pocket. Hughes steps up, goes into the hands of Wheeler, who comes out of the backfield, and what a move. Still up on his feet, and he'll drive forward to the 31-yard line. Pick up that time of 11 to Wheeler, and the seniors got the moves.
Yeah, he did a nice job right there. Grady Kinsey had him locked in. He was going to make a big hit right there. He just did a nice little kind of sidestep right there, and Kinsey shot by him.
First Federal Community Bank first down as the Pioneers drive continues. They went up to the 32, so a gain of 10 exactly to move those sticks. Wheeler, formerly a wide receiver, now a running back, showing off those moves that he used to use for yard after catch. Now he just makes defenses pay. Kinsey thought there was going to be a false start. Instead, it's Wheeler up the gut, and he has nowhere to go. Maybe a half-yard gain before he is swallowed up again.
I seen a defensive lineman point inside like he thought he seen somebody moved, and all of a sudden Kinsey jumped to try to point, but they got the ball snapped in time before the officials could kind of see what they were pointing at. So like I always say, no harm, no foul.
There is a 1-yard gain there for Wheeler, 4th carry of the night. A lot of between the tackles action when it comes to Wheeler. More of a speed burner, but I think he puts that more to use in the receiving game. They like to run it in between the A and B gaps. There was going to be a little end-around action as Bentley gets it, and he'll go to the right side, but is stripped down quickly as Kinsey was over there to grab a hold of Bentley, maybe a pick up a 3.
Yeah, Kinsey did a nice job right there. They did a nice little misdirection right there. They tried to make it look like the play was coming to the left, and then got the receiver coming in motion and kind of tossed him the ball. And like I said, Kinsey just did a nice job on the tackle.
So 3rd down, and we'll say a long 6. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hughes and the offense getting the play call. Indian Valley leads 13-0 on Jonathan Alder in this Region 15 semifinal from Janayton. Winner will go on to the regional finals.
They're going to have to take a timeout here. They're going to run out of time.
Down to 5 seconds, and there is the timeout. It's brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Big Z Sports is back after this.
U.S. Bagging provides the pipeline industry with filled bags and superior service by delivering pre-filled sandbags and other pipeline products to your job site 24/7. This saves you time and money and allows you to focus on getting the job done. U.S. Bagging is also anchored to their communities. They'll soon celebrate 10 years at their Janayton-Hutton location. They're proud to be a sponsor of this high school broadcast and excited to support the athletes of the Indian Valley Braves for their hard work and dedication. Go Braves! Kinsey Excavating and Trucking is a family-owned and operated business in New Philadelphia. KET is a general contractor. They provide services to commercial and municipal clients. They employ local union operators and laborers. KET is dedicated to providing outstanding work using the latest technology and employing local individuals to positively impact Tuscarawas County and the surrounding area. Kinsey Excavating and Trucking proudly supports the Indian Valley Local School District and wishes all area athletes, musicians, artists, and students a successful season.
Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. 3rd down and 7. Hughes in the shotgun. Wheeler beside him. Back to pass. Pressure off the right side. Delivers, and it's picked off. Reese St. Clair steps in front of the receiver, and it's Braves ball.
And just like I said in the pregame, Indian Valley will give up a bunch of plays that get you down the field, but eventually they'll make an adjustment and catch you in a turnover situation. And just like that, Indian Valley got the ball back.
St. Clair kind of played a little bit of a bubble towards the flat there, then suddenly faded back, and with Hughes getting the pressure on the right side, tried to deliver it in the intermediary zone. And right there, St. Clair, Johnny on the spot. What a play for the junior. We're used to seeing him make a lot of offensive plays, but he's reminding us pretty good on the defensive side.
Last week he was the only one that seen a fumble and dove on a fumble, so got him some back-to-back turnovers.
Shotgun, motion man from left to right. It'll go in the hands of Williams. He'll try to cut back up in the middle. He's grabbed from the right side, and he'll be taken down. Pick up that time of maybe about 4 as Williams tried to dice his way through the middle of the defense. Good job by Alder there to collapse and keep that from going for a lot larger gain.
You know, like Coach Dale Martini used to say back when he coached at Claymont, you only need 3.4 yards to move the sticks every time. So,
did you hear that statement a few times?
I heard that quite a few times.
Braves will break the huddle. They'll go one wide receiver left. I form. Williams under center. Goes with Kinsey at the fullback position. He'll cut back, makes the first man miss, and he'll lean forward to the 25-yard line. 5-yard pickup for Kinsey, and he'll bring up 3rd down and short. They only officially gave Williams a 3-yard tote that first time.
So I mean, Kinsey just with a little 5-yard gain right there. It's just a little under subpar for the night so far.
Well, coming into this game, believe it or not, For the season, Kinsey was averaging about 12 yards a carry, give or take a few.
12 yards a carry. That's about when I got to stop and take a breath.
Shotgun formation. Kinsey will have, or he's to the left side of Williams, rather. It'll be a Wildcat snap. Kinsey goes to the right side, looks for room, plunges forward, and goes right into the linebacker up to the 30-yard line. 5-yard pickup for the First Federal Community Bank first down. Kinsey had one goal in mind. That was to go right at the linebacker to get that 1 yard he needed.
And he's not going to try to be fancy about it. He knows where the sticks are at. He put his eyes on you, and the best thing you could do is try to hold your ground and take the hit, because it's going to be devastating.
5-yard pickup. Indian Valley's offense continuing to roll. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first. They're already up by 2 scores. Get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, and part of the reason that we can broadcast that there and here at 99.9 is thanks to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. I-form, Bar with the lead block. Kinsey's got a big hole on the right side. Down the field block is Kinsey has a defender on his back, and he'll pull him out of bounds with him to the 47-yard line. 16-yard pickup, and Kinsey was pulling with him. I believe it was one of the safeties, actually a linebacker. That was a defensive back in Caleb Wiltshire, who just held on for the ride.
Kenzie's like a well-oiled machine. He just runs. And if you need a well-oiled machine, go see the folks over in Brightwood at Addy Polaris. They can get you all kinds of all-terrain vehicles. They can hook you up with a snowplow. They got a great service department. Go see Addy Polaris if you need some new all-terrain vehicles, four-wheelers, side-by-sides.
St. Clair will line up as the Wildcat quarterback, and he has nowhere to go. He does bust it outside, and he'll pick up about 3. Good job by St. Clair to find some room. They motion Kinsey up as a tight end, and then St. Clair lined up as the Wildcat quarterback, not something we've seen yet.
No. And how about those dance moves with him in the backfield right there? They had him for about a 2.5-yard loss right there, and he just kept showing his dance moves.
Into plus territory. Ball at the 49-yard line of Jonathan Alder. 1:32 to go in the first quarter. I-form again. Bar's your fullback. Kinsey behind him. Williams is under center. They'll give it to Bar. It's met immediately by a lineman, and he maybe got about 2 yards, but pulling him backwards looked like Cody Yates, the sophomore, who bear hugged him and didn't let him go any further.
Yeah, and like I said, right now, Indian Valley's just throwing some different wrinkles in there, making Jonathan Alder look at some different things, different ball carriers, this and that, but it's still working. They're still moving the ball in small chunks, and now the Braves are the third down and manageable. Will be a long 5.
Third down and medium. Passine checks out. Hostetler checks in. James is going to line up as a wide receiver near side closest to us. Braves are going to go fire. Under center quickly is Williams. He'll turn. He'll give it off. Kinsey looks for room, and he's busted outside as he finds the lane. Up to the 40, and he meets the linebacker. And it was once again number 19 in Caleb Wiltshire, as those two are really going at it up to the 37-yard line. Pick up a 10 and moves the sticks.
And you got to give it to 19, man. He comes in there, and he took him on. He took him on head on, but you're going to pay the price when you try to do that. You got to get a little better technique. But then again, when your safety is making your tackles, you're in for a long night, because that means the running back's already 8 yards downfield before your safety can even get to him.
33 seconds on the clock here before halftime. Pistol set. Williams has Kinsey behind him. Takes the snap. He'll roll to the left side, trying to look to throw. He'll fire it to that sideline. Looking to make a move is James, as he is picked up there and maybe got about a 4-yard gain on that pickup.
Yeah, he did a nice job right there. He tried to spin, and I think it cost himself a yard, because when he spun, he went backwards before he actually made contact. If he would just took the initial contact.
That'll do it for the first quarter of action. Braves lead 13-0. Indian Valley's driving when we return here at 99.9 and on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Fall is here, and those leaves aren't going anywhere on their own. Let Wolf's Lawn and Landscape Solutions handle your leaf removal and trimming so your yard looks clean and ready for winter. Then when the snow starts to fall, stay cozy inside, as Wolf's residential snow removal program will take the stress and the shovel off your hands. From fall cleanup to winter care, Wolf's keeps your property looking its best all year long. Call Wolf's Lawn and Landscape Solutions today, 330-204-3933.
Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio, 13-0 into the second quarter here. As we had a score announcement for another game going on, we'll tell you about here in a second. Pistol, Williams has Kinsey behind him. St. Clair motions from left to right. It's Kinsey, tries to look for the cutback lane through the A-gap, and he'll find it and runs over his center in Carter Neff, and will go down at the 26-yard line. 8-yard pickup for Kinsey. And Shannon also live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel right now. The Garraway Pirates taking on the Dalton Bulldogs in Region 21, as it is a 12-0 Garraway lead on Dalton.
Yeah, it's looks like they're in for a battle over there in Dalton. So, like I say, Garraway's up early right now.
Braves break the huddle. They'll go James wide right, Pacine wide left. In the slot to the right side is St. Clair. Motion man from right to left. Kinsey lines up as your tight end. Barr throws the lead block for Williams out of the backfield. Spins out of one tackle, but he goes no further, up to just shy of the 20-yard line. We'll give it a 6-yard pickup for Williams, and that should be about second down and medium.
Yeah, right now that offensive line, they're just moving. I forgot who we were playing already. They're moving Alder down the field backwards. Just they're firing off the ball good right there. And no disrespect, Alder I didn't mean to forget your name, but I'm trying to watch the Garraway game here and keep updates.
If it makes you feel better, in the pregame we were talking about Indian Valley's win last week against Circleville. I couldn't remember Circleville for some reason. Today's presentation of high school football, in part, and thanks to the Kime Company. Two wide receivers left. Barr motions in as an up man for Kinsey in the backfield on the Wildcat. He'll bounce it outside, goes to the sideline, 15, and taken down at about the 12-yard line. First Federal Community Bank first down into the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone, a 9-yard carry for Kinsey. And by the way, folks, his next touchdown, if he goes in on this drive, would tie him for the all-time state record in rushing touchdowns, currently held by Daniel Bangura of Harvest Prep.
I'm glad you can remember that kid's name because I can never remember it.
Now I'm going to verify it because now you got me concerned.
No, that's his name. I just know. I don't know if it's because I couldn't remember it or if I couldn't say it.
It could have been either or. Braves break the huddle. Pistol again. Williams in front of Kinsey. Pitch play, right side. Kinsey cut back in at the 10, and he is taken down at the 8-yard line. Had a little bit more daylight than that, but a good recovery by that Alder defense to take him down to the turf.
Yeah, they did a nice job right there, but they still gave up. Looked like about 4 yards right there.
And sure enough, I did not misspeak. It is Bangura. Kinsey sitting at 123, Bangura at 124.
I never doubted you 1 minute.
Well, I doubted myself, so what does that say? Under 10 minutes to go here before halftime. Braves knocking on the doorstep. Can still get a first down, but they'd have to go down to the Alder 3. I-form. Williams turns, gives it off. Nope, it's a play fake. Williams overload up to the left side. On the naked boot, up and over top the defender and marked down at the 1-yard line. What a play there defensively to keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah,
that was Braxton Overmeyer, the defensive back, who held him out.
Yeah, I think Riker got caught off guard by his closing speed right there. He was looking at the defender in front of him and didn't see the one coming from the side right there, and that was a pretty awkward-looking hit right there. Lucky to see Riker pop up from it.
Overmeyer saves the touchdown, but it puts the Braves on the 1-yard line. Kinsey, your fullback. St. Clair, your running back. Williams under center. Kinsey plunges forward, and he's in. Touchdown number 124 for his career on the ground, and Shannon will tie him for the all-time state record.
Yeah, just outstanding job right there by the offensive line. We're able to push backwards. They kind of moved that defensive line like they work for Kinsey Excavating. So if you need any excavating work, get a hold of the folks at Kinsey Excavating. They can come push some dirt around, put you in a driveway, dig you some trenches.
Up 19-0 in the second quarter, and it looks like the Braves are going to bring out an offensive package to try to go for 2 after the blocked extra point last time out. And the smell of baby powder hits the air as the Indian Valley student section does the a la LeBron James. Wildcat snap. Kinsey cut back in, and he's in. What speed out of the senior tailback, and Braves lead by 3 scores. Big Z Sports rolls on right after this.
Old Town Tavern in Tuskegee offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Old Town Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Old Town Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialist in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Welcome back to Jeanette Hutton, as on the Indian Valley sideline, Xander Ratcliffe keeping them pumped up here from Jeanette Hutton. Yeah, Xander, well known around the Braves community for that.
Yeah, he does a nice job getting his team all pumped up, so he gets the crowd going, gets the cheerleaders going.
James will kick it off to the right side into an up man's hands at the 21. He'll stutter step, looks for the sideline, and he's got a little bit of a lane. He's out to the 40 before he's taken down, and not sure exactly what yard line he went out, but great starting territory again for Alder. Indian Valley has not kicked it back deep. Not sure if maybe that's something on film that they saw, that they really don't want to put it into a returner's hands.
Well, and we talked about how much speed that this Alder team's got, and if you kick it down there and they over-pursue on coverage and don't keep their lanes tight, they could house one on you. So maybe that's the theory of kicking it short.
Ball at the Pioneers' own 40-yard line. Under 9 minutes to go here before halftime. Heavy backfield as they'll go out of the pistol. Play fake. Hughes rolls to the right. He's got a receiver down the field, and he gets it into the hands of Everly. And what a play by him as he'll break out of 2 tackles, and he's going to go down the right sideline. 10-5, touchdown. Trey Bentley on the right side goes in from 60 yards out. 3 Braves converged and bounced off of each other. Bentley kept his feet, broke another tackle, and kept going.
Yeah, and that right there is not going to make any defensive coach happy. Just so many missed tackles right there. And at the end of the day, at this level of football, you can't have missed tackles against athletes like that.
Alder chips back into the Indian Valley lead. Took just 13 seconds for the Pioneers to strike for the first time tonight. Their extra point attempt upcoming, and I think everybody here in Jeanette was a little surprised by that.
They're going to have to take a timeout. They had a player run off the field. They're trying to get another player back on. They're down to 5 seconds.
Not sure if it was a uniform or an equipment or blood on the uniform issue, as they'll reset the play clock for that, because I believe it might have been a little blood on the uniform.
So an official sent him off the field. I didn't see that. That's why they reset it.
So extra point on the way here. Good snap and hold, and the kick is through. 21-7. Alder chips back into it. Braves ball when we're back after this.
5-star quality, 5-star service, 5-star satisfaction. Hi, this is Chandy Salisbury with Riverside Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. We are proud to be the area's only skilled nursing facility with these elite ratings. Locally owned and operated since 1978, Riverside ranks in the top 3% of nearly 1,000 Ohio facilities for outcomes, return-to-home success, and customer satisfaction. With on-site therapy 7 days a week, we help you recover quickly, safely, and confidently. Call me today at 740-498-5165 to learn more.
Tails Minerals LLC is a locally owned, family-operated business in Denison, Ohio. They manufacture premium deer minerals and feeds built to improve herd health, boost antler growth, and keep your sites active all year long. At Tails Minerals, it's not just salt in a bag. Every formula is professionally blended and registered through the Ohio Department of Agriculture to ensure your herd gets real results. Do it the right way, not the easy way. Visit tailsminerals.com today. Tails Minerals LLC, built on faith, proven by results.
Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio for this Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. It'll go deep into the night sky, and it's Hostetler who will grab it at his own 10-yard line. He'll look for room up the middle, now bust to the left side. Tries to go sideline. He'll find the boundary and gets hit there at the 32 before taken down. There is a flag as somebody from Alder got planted just near where the ball carrier went down. This might be moving back if you're the Braves.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be a hold or if it's going to be a blindside block that come in late.
We'll see, as Hostetler was able to make it up to about the 32-yard line, but it could be all for naught.
Well, that right there goes to prove it. You can't have yellow flags like that. Anybody's going to have to clean those yellow flags up, just like you need to get your leaves cleaned up or your snow cleaned up. And if you need help with that, get a hold of the folks at Wolf's Lawn and Landscaping. They can come and do residential snow removal. Right now, the leaves are falling pretty quick. They can come in and get all your leaves cleaned up and get your house looking good for Turkey Day.
Ball at the 21-yard line of Indian Valley. Well, they'll take over. Shotgun. Williams straight up the middle. He'll go to the 25. Now runs at the official at the 30, and he'll go down at the 33. 12-yard pickup for Williams, and I think every Braves fan in the stadium was a little upset because of a 12th defender on the field, but not on purpose, obviously.
You got to give props. You got to give props to Frank right there, because when he hit the official, he kind of pulled back a little bit. If that had been Kinsey, I don't know if he could have got stopped in time.
Official trying to get out of the way there, but for Williams, just a wrong place, wrong time. Nice 13-yard carry for a First Federal Community Bank first down. Go one wide receiver left, tight ends on the left side of the line. I-form, Barr, your fullback, Kinsey, your running back. Williams is under center. He'll give it off to the senior tailback, who goes off the right side, still driving forward with a defensive lineman on his legs. He'll go up to the 39, a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, Kinsey did a nice job right there. He kind of just got on the back of his offensive lineman, pushed the offensive lineman who was pushing the defensive lineman, and he was able to get 5 yards out of it.
Williams and St. Clair will bring the play call in from the sideline. If you're Indian Valley, no time to panic after that quick strike touchdown. We said in the pregame, Alder can burn you on certain plays. It's kind of a home run hitting offense. Kinsey lines up as your Wildcat quarterback again. He'll go off the right side with a pair of blockers in front of him. Stiff arm on the left side. Kinsey bulldozing, and he's going to go down the left sideline. 30, 20, 15, 10, and take it out at the 5-yard line.
Another huge run by Kinsey right there. He kind of seen that goal line coming, and the Alder defender took a nice angle to come across the field and met him at about the 5-yard line.
50, just trying to do the quick math there, Shannon, but a good carry nonetheless as Kinsey takes him to the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. And for Kinsey, from 6 yards out now, going to be looking for pay dirt. If he finds his way in, would be a new OHSAA record. Cutback lane, 5, still on his feet, driving at the pylon, but he's taken out the 2. 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, that looked to be about a 56-yard gain for Kinsey to get down to the 5-yard line.
I should have trusted my gut instinct because I thought that's what it was. 7 minutes to go before halftime.
That's the difference between me and you. You should have went with your gut instinct. I had to hurry up and take my shoes off and start counting to get everything involved here.
He got very quiet as he was pointing to certain areas. 21-7, Braves lead. Kinsey will line up as your fullback again, offset right. Williams is under center. Fumbles the snap. Williams has to bobble it. He throws it back into the hands of Kinsey. There's a scramble for it. And we don't have an official signal yet as the officials will converge, and it looks like somehow Indian Valley kept possession.
I don't know how Williams is able to pick that ball up and turn around and throw it to
it looked like that from here. I'm not sure if that's exactly what he did.
Well, Williams don't have the ball. He was the first one up out of the pile, so I'm not sure quite what happened. But
a Braves player got it nonetheless. Braves go tight. Kinsey, fullback. Williams under center. Up the middle. And he's in. From 1 yard out, Grady Kinsey has the hat trick in the first half and now etches his name into the OHSAA records books. The most career rushing touchdowns in history.
That's a special moment for Kinsey right there, and I know his parents are proud of it and his teammates are proud of it because they're all part of that record.
The 1 yard touchdown plunge puts Indian Valley up by 3 scores again. James will step in for the extra point. He's through it. A high one, but it hooks through. 28-7, Braves lead. Big Z Sports rolls on following this.
Tails Minerals LLC is a locally owned, family-operated business in Denison, Ohio. They manufacture premium deer minerals and feeds built to improve herd health, boost antler growth, and keep your sites active all year long. At Tails Minerals, it's not just salt in a bag. Every formula is professionally blended and registered through the Ohio Department of Agriculture to ensure your herd gets real results. Do it the right way, not the easy way. Visit tailsminerals.com today. Tails Minerals LLC, built on faith, proven by results.
It's game time and your pizza shop has you covered. Grab all your favorites, pizzas, oven-baked subs, crispy chicken dinners, and so much more. And during the game, score big with a large one-topping pizza for just $6.99. Stop by your pizza shop, 152 Front Avenue Southwest, New Philadelphia, or call 330-339-4888 to order now. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook for all the daily deals and specials. Your pizza shop, hometown flavor, game day favorites.
Back to Janaten Hutton for a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff as Mr. Ratcliffe keeping the crowd pumped up once again. Kickoff going to be coming up from Colt James, and officially announced here, Shannon, 125 career rushing touchdowns. The new man at the top of the career rushing touchdown mark in Ohio high school football history. James will put it back deep to the left side. Returner will come up at his own 14. He'll look for room. He's grabbed at the 21 and taken down at the 23. As a hard tackle there, Bronco Braun in on that hit. Might have been Rowan Pacine as well. Great job by the Braves coverage team there to collapse. Actually, it was Brett O'Connor who was down there with him.
Yeah, and now with that record going, now sights are set on the all-time touchdown record.
Which, if you're keeping track at home, he's 3 away from tying, 4 away from breaking now. Alder on offense comes out trailing by 21, 6.5 to go here before halftime. Remember, Alder does get the second half kickoff. Today's presentation of high school football brought to you in part by Right Mark Roofing. Wildcat snap. Hughes gets the pitch back. He wants to throw left. All his receivers are covered. Hughes is scrambling. He's got nowhere to go, and he's taken down.
You know, outstanding job by the defensive backs right there. They never fell for the pitch. They never fell for the guy going back the other way, thinking of a reverse. They stayed on their receivers, and that allowed the defensive line and the linebackers to close down on him.
Did you happen to catch who gets credit for the sack as well?
Was it Williams? Oh, Grady Kinsey.
Break a record, get a sack. Why not?
Well, Mr. Kinsey might have to go over to Old Town Tavern to celebrate this weekend. Go get him a steak, nice baked potato, or maybe he's a pizza and wing guy. But Old Town Tavern has you covered from top to bottom on the menu. They got everything for everybody in your family.
Shotgun, Hughes motions Bentley into the backfield. It'll be a sweep to him to the left side. He'll look for a lane, and he gets swallowed up there, pushes forward, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard pickup there for Bentley, but it will bring up 3rd down and 10. Been surprised so far with this Pioneers team, Shannon, that, again, a lot of their runs in terms of handoffs to Wheeler do go up the middle. Not trying to push it too far on the boundary, which we're surprised by. We figured they'd see a little bit more speed off the edge from them.
They're going to have to make an adjustment somewhere because right now they try to go in between the tackles, and Indian Valley's done a nice job shutting it down. Thought they would use their speed. They kind of got away from the screen plays that we thought we would see them run.
Shotgun, Hughes, straight drop, pressure off the left side, jumps in a jump pass. Defensive lineman can't make the tackle. It's Wheeler who goes up the middle, and he'll push forward to about the 38-yard line.
And look what they draw up. Draw up a nice little screen pass right there, center of the field. Like you said, defensive lineman right there thought he was going to have a stop, and he missed the tackle.
3rd reception for Cashton Wheeler. Wheeler, such great speed and nice, I say one-cut moves, but he's got more than that. It was a First Federal Community Bank first out. 4.5 minutes to go here on the first half. Coming up will be your First National Bank of Denison halftime report. As Hughes in the shotgun will hand it off. It's Wheeler cut back to the right, and he is driven down from the side as he'll get taken down at the 41-yard line, 3-yard pickup.
If you're at home close here in Janaten Hutton right now, be like our friend Blaze McMorrow. There's only 4 minutes till halftime. Get on the phone, call Michi's Pizza, get you a pizza ordered, get you some wings ordered. You got time to get down there and get them picked up and get back to the house to watch the second half of the game during halftime.
Did Blaze let you know that's what he was doing?
I know what Blaze does. Blaze likes his food.
Well, I'll tell you what, if we find a rope and a bucket, we'll lower it down the back of the stadium. And Blaze, why don't you bring some of that for us? Alder breaks the huddle, or gets the call from the sideline, I should say, and I think they're going to get a timeout from head coach Brett Glass. It'll be brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Big Z Sports is back in 60 seconds.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills. Get certified. Get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Out of the Cush Financial Group timeout, there's going to be a little dump-off route to the right side and getting some room before he is taken down. Looked like a pickup there to Silas Shoemaker, but a flag deep in the secondary.
Yeah, that flag come flying in and it drilled Reese St. Clair, and he turns around and looks at the official. I don't know if he's trying to look at the official saying if it was on me or what it was on.
Well, it looks like they're pointing towards the Indian Valley side, but might be talking about where the spot of the foul occurred. It was a 9-yard pickup to Shoemaker as it currently stands. They are marking the ball backwards, though, it looks like.
Yeah, they looked at Coach Lank right there and asked him what he wanted to do, and that was a pretty easy decision.
So instead of a 9-yard pickup and a first down, it will move Alder back behind the sticks. Actually, it really almost doesn't move them at all from where the holding happened. So we'll do 2nd down and 7 again. That ball maybe moved a foot, if that.
Yeah, they caught a break because of how far downfield he was able to gain and where the hold was. So,
emptying out the backfield for the shotgun for Hughes. 3-by-2. Actually, the one's a wing on the right side. Hughes will roll to the left. It's a screen play into the hands of Wheeler. He tries to cut back, gets past Kinsey, and the next defender is there to kind of trip him up. And then corner finally makes the tackle up to the 49-yard line. 8-yard pickup. First Federal Community Bank first down. Wheeler making Kinsey pay for an over pursuit.
Yeah, and he made the over pursuit, and it was Titan Peterman that come in that kind of tripped him up right there. But I think he tripped him up with his bad arm, and you can see him. He's kind of bent over a little bit right there, but that's one tough kid. It's going to take a lot to get him to come out of the game.
Peterman getting obviously cleared to be out there on the field today, and Titan is not the player who, if he's given the option to play, 52 is going to be out on the field. Braves will bring 4 down linemen. Shotgun for Hughes. Fakes to the right. Now he'll go to the left side. Into the hands of the receiver. He'll look for room, and he is ridden out of bounds and kept inbounds. Not a long distance gain that time. Couldn't see who hauled it in. Maybe a 1-yard pickup over there onto the left side. That was the first reception for Ben McCain, the junior.
Yeah, they tried to sell everything this way to Bentley, but nobody really fell for it, and they was able to wrap him up pretty quick.
1-yard pickup for McCain. Hughes does not have a whole bunch of incompletions tonight. He has completed a lot of passes. He'll roll to the right side. There's pressure there. Delivers towards the sideline into the hands of his big receiver and taken down. A nice tackle from James. But hauling that in that time was Chase Metzel, the senior.
Yeah, Metzel did a nice job right there. Made a nice little cut. All the Indian Valley defenders kind of took the wrong angle to get to him, and they just wasn't in position to get in there to break up the pass.
Metzel with a pickup of 12. Moving the sticks again. Hughes in the shotgun. He'll roll to the left side. Looks for room. Steps up. Delivers. And that's going to be picked off. Threw it right into the hands of the defender who's looking for room. Cut back lane. Breaks one tackle. It's O'Connor in midfield, and he's taken down at the 48-yard line. Fred O'Connor ball hawked it and waited for Hughes to let go and stepped right in front of the receiver.
Yeah, that was one of the best positions that Brett O'Connor could put himself in. He kind of just stood over there, and he watched for the quarterback, and as soon as he seen the quarterback pull his arm back, he knew right where it was going. And like I said, he ball hawked that one and intercepted and made a nice little return. Indian Valley's got a shot with 1:39 here left on the clock to put another one in before half.
And all 3 timeouts still on the scoreboard for the Braves in plus territory.
And you know, with Coach Lank not getting the ball after half, he's going to go for this.
Late substitution as Pacine will now come in.
They're going to have to take a timeout.
They are. And that's an unfortunate one to have to waste, as now the Braves will have 2 timeouts. We'll take this Cush Financial Group timeout. Big Z Sports is back in 30 seconds.
Are you a compassionate caregiver looking for a career with purpose? Second Family Home Care and Support Services is now hiring home health aides and STNAs. We offer competitive wages, flex time scheduling, and employment rewards because we believe in supporting the people who support others. Start your journey with a company that truly cares. Visit careers.secondfamily.com to apply today or contact them at 740-462-3152.
If you want the best, there's only one Big Z Sports.
Back to Janayton Hutton on a beautiful November night. Braves ball as they lead by 21, minute 39 to go. And out of that timeout, Shannon, I'm not sure what happened there with whether it was a substitution issue or what. That kind of hurts as you had all 3 timeouts and now you almost had to waste one.
Yeah, and that's probably why Coach Lank was telling all his players coming off the field.
Pistol, they'll go 1 by 3. Kinsey goes out to the right side. They fake a swing pass. They're going to go down the seam, and they've got a receiver there who makes the grab up to the 28-yard line. Riker Williams will push it downfield to Rowan Pasine, and suddenly Indian Valley right there knocking on the doorstep.
Yeah, and Pasine did a nice job. Made sure he got down the field, but got to the inside of his defender. Was able to kind of seal himself off to get the big catch.
Pasine's first grab for the senior, a 20-yard pickup. They'll go with a heavy backfield, 2 running backs back there with Williams. He'll swing it out to the left side. St. Clair's got some space. He's at the 20. Sidestep, big block, 15-10, ripped out of bounds at the 8. 21-yard hookup, and Williams faked the run and just swung it out to the left side.
And nice job down there by Colt James, who was able to make the block. And St. Clair kind of let James get to the defender to eat him up first, and he was able then to turn on the Jets and get down to about looks like to be the 7-yard line.
7 or 8 yard line as Braves also get the clock stop with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. I form. Barr, fullback. Kinsey behind him. Williams is under center, 1 by 1. Kinsey goes to the right side. Stiff arm of the linebacker. Tries to jump over, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 6-yard pickup there for Kinsey. Already with 3 touchdowns in this first half. Do you let him go for 4?
And here we were worried about Coach Lank having to burn a timeout, and now he's got to kind of let the clock run a little bit.
Well, the Braves can burn all the way down to about 20 seconds on the game clock if they take the entire play clock here.
Yeah, well, Coach Lank likes to go 5. That's not a chance that he's going to take.
They're going to go I form again as Williams will line up under center. Same formation with Barr behind him. Kinsey, the tailback, back deep. Williams watching the play clock, lets it get down to 6 before he tucks under Carter Neff. Handoff, Kinsey up the middle, plunges, leans forward, and marked down at the 1-yard line. A 1-yard pickup. Great job by the Alder defense to collapse, and it is a timeout. We'll keep it right here for this Cush Financial Group timeout. That's a 1-yard pickup, which is hard to do for Kinsey. I think all he was looking to do was lower the shoulder pad level and hope to just accelerate forward, but Alder collapsed quickly.
Yeah, Alder collapsed quickly, and I'm not sure if he tripped over a lineman's foot down or whatever, but his knee went down before he could really get a push.
So if you are the Pioneers, as we already said, they will be getting the second half kickoff, but it's going to be no easy task. Indian Valley still has 1 timeout here. It is 3rd down and 1. It's go for it territory. It's 4-down territory for sure, so they're going to get 2 attempts at this with 18 seconds to go. What are you saying if you're in that Alder huddle if you're Coach Brett Glass?
Well, if I'm Coach Brett Glass, listen, they're going to give the ball to 22. Wait a minute. They're going to fake at the 22, and 8's going to keep it around the other side. Boys, just find the ball and get on it.
Simple as that. Quick timeout as they will come off the sideline with the Braves offense that has been rolling in this first half.
Well, Bradley Barr's in, so he's going to be your fullback. Kenzie's going to line up the tailback behind him.
Sure enough, that's exactly what they'll go with. Kellen Coates on the left side as the tight end. Williams turns. Kinsey sidesteps a defensive lineman, and he's in. Breaking the tackle there of Cody Yates, and from 1 yard out, Kinsey has 4 touchdowns in the first half.
The defensive lineman just kind of grabbed the back of his jersey right there, and Grady kind of used him as a pulling sled right there and dragged him into the end zone with him.
34-7, Indian Valley leads. 15 seconds to go before halftime as James has the extra point upcoming. It's been all Indian Valley minus the 1 long touchdown strike from Alder in this first half as James has it blocked again. Cartoons of New Philadelphia Kickoff is upcoming. Big Z Sports is back right after this. Gillen Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillen Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
If you're looking
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Hi, Chris.
Welcome back to Janayton Hutton as the kickoff there to an up man has a little bit of excitement as breaking out of a couple tackles and going to the left side for the Pioneers. Setting things up at the 28-yard line. Just 7 seconds to go here before the halftime break, though, Shannon. And it will be Alder ball, so I doubt they're going to try to push too many things down the field.
No, well, they got a pretty big wide receiver with a little bit of speed right here. With 6 seconds, you could probably take one shot if you could get him behind the defenders. But I kind of look for the I was going to say, they're going to drop 2 safeties back right here. They're not going to let nothing get behind them.
Sweep as it's Wheeler to the left side. As on the pitch play, he'll get out of bounds. Maybe a 13 or actually take it back 12-yard pickup there. But that looks like that will do it for our first half of action. That play took a little bit too long, but a nice one there as Wheeler gets some open running space.
They're going to put some time back on the clock.
1.8 seconds as Wheeler, that was his longest carry by far, about 14 yards for the First Federal Community Bank first down. And Indian Valley will have those 3 deep safeties back again. I mean, what do you call it, true prevent defense at this point?
Yeah, they're going to play. They're going to go ahead and play the play right here because the officials.
And now whistles and an administrative timeout.
Yeah, he was waiting for him to get the clock set.
Got the play clock set. So Alder will take this snap from their own 40. Hughes is in the shotgun. He'll go back to pass, swings to the right side, over top of the defender. It's Wheeler who will look for room. Spin move at midfield, and he's taken down. That will be a 10-yard pickup, and that'll do it for our first half of action. And Shannon, Indian Valley up 34-7. It has been all Braves. There have been some glimmers of hope there for Alder. But right now, Indian Valley's offense and defense, for that matter, just too much to handle.
Yeah, coming in, we kind of said we wondered which defense was going to show up and which one was going to get the job done. Well, right now, Indian Valley's defense has showed up. They've done a lot of things right. The only thing that they did wrong was, like you said, they kind of had a physics class down here where 3 guys hit the wide receiver. One, they kind of just all, kind of like an old cartoon where they all just kind of blew up and flew backwards.
You know a Newton's cradle, right?
Yeah, I know what Newton's cradle is.
So like that.
So it's kind of what my ankles do, too. They roll from one side to the other and click back and forth.
Hey, I'm right there behind you, buddy. Don't feel bad. It is the First National Bank of Denison halftime report. When Big Z Sports returns, we've got some stats and some other good stuff going on here from Janayton. Indian Valley leads 34-7. Big Z Sports is back after this.
The Sarshone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarshone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarshonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarshone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarshone.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Hey, wake up. New drinks just dropped at Wendy's. Cold foam, cold brew coffee, and sparkling energy. Both the caramel and the chocolate cold foam are just, so good. And the pineapple citrus and cherry limeade sparkling energy each have 80 to 120 milligrams of added caffeine. So whether you need a treat first thing or to just stop yawning already, mornings hit different. To pick up a new pick-me-up, gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov or go.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
It is halftime from Janaton Hutton, 34-7. Indian Valley leading Jonathan Alder. First National Bank of Denison halftime report. Shannon will run through some stats here really quick. But you know what the biggest topic of the game is, of course. For the Indian Valley Braves, Grady Kinsey, 17 carries. I've got him down for 213 yards. And 4 rushing touchdowns, and now finds himself all alone at the top of the record books in OHSAA history. The most rushing touchdowns by a single player, now sitting at 126.
Yeah, just an outstanding season and career that he's had. And then Daniel Adams walks up here, and he's eating wings. And
he's smearing that in our faces right now.
If you're going to be sitting at home this weekend watching Ohio State football or watching the NFL or helping your wife do housework, you need something to eat, call Your Pizza. They got some of the best wings around, pizza. They do deep-fried stuff, but Your Pizza is kind of one of those one-stop places where you can get all kinds of stuff.
Well, on top of Kinsey's output, oh, by the way, he also has a sack and 3 tackles on defense so far to this point. You've got Brogan O'Connor with a sack. You've got a Reese St. Clair interception. You've also got a Brett O'Connor interception. Indian Valley's defense, minus the one gaffe that they had, which was the long touchdown pass, they came to play again.
Well, and that's one of those things right there. As the coaches, you're not happy when that play happens just because that's missed tackling right there. And like you said, kind of a physics lessons right there, kind of an old school cartoon Tom and Jerry where everybody connected and they blowed up and blew off of him. Then there was another missed tackle. But when your football team can continue to get turnovers like St. Clair and O'Connor's got and your defense is making stops, sometimes you can take a lot of good with one bad.
Certainly can. Riker Williams currently out of the backfield in terms of carrying the ball, as he has toted the ball 7 times so far, better than 50 yards. He has a rushing touchdown. He's also 4 for 4 in the passing game, throwing for about 70 yards so far.
Yeah, and he's done a nice job just managing the game. You know, last week, like we said, he had those 2 interceptions, but that was just kind of trying to make something happen. He's running around back there and decided to just chuck the ball. And I know when he goes back and watches that, he probably wasn't happy with himself. And he's done a fine job tonight with the football and managing the game.
For Jonathan Alder and senior quarterback Brock Hughes, very efficient night overall for him. He does not have a ton of incompletions. Only problem is he's thrown 2 interceptions. He does have the 60-yard touchdown hookup with sophomore Trey Bentley, which Bentley, a great job by him to shrug off those tackles down the right sideline and sidestep another to get into the end zone. Cashton Wheeler, though, one of their Mr. Do-It-Alls, it's been out of the as a receiver that he's been making most of the damage so far tonight, as he's got better than 40 yards receiving on 5 catches. Problem is, out of the backfield, he can get nothing going, and that's what this Pioneers team is built off of, is Wheeler's one-cut speed.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where that speed works good against a lot of teams, but when you go against a team like Indian Valley that can pursue good and a lot of physicality, you kind of got to find a way to make some things happen. They have had a couple big plays, but now they got to start stringing a drive together. They got to get themselves back in this game early, and they're going to have to do it, I believe, on this first series. They're going to have to try to get a touchdown after halftime because they can't come out here and turn it over or have to punt it and give Indian Valley another shot to put another one on the board.
Well, on top of that, trailing by 4 scores, you're not going to have to do with a one-play score to try to get back into this thing, but it's not going to it cannot be a long drive, because if you do that, chew a bunch of clock, put the ball back in Indian Valley's hands, we know exactly what they're going into. Not straight up clock management, but they're going to chew some clock and make you pay for it.
Yeah, they're not going to come out in their typical fire offense when they think they need to get short yardage or whatever. They're going to burn the clock as much as possible, and you're going to see a lot of Grady Kinsey and Raker Williams and them guys until a running clock happens. And like I said, you can't go out and try to do it in one play, but you're going to have to do it in about 3 minutes to try to give yourself enough time to get back in this game.
We're going to take a brief timeout in your First National Bank of Denison halftime report. When we return, we're going to be telling you about something else Big Z Sports has upcoming. High school football still very much underway with Indian Valley and Garraway here in regional semifinals action on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and here at 99.9. But there's something else that's going to be starting off here very soon with Big Z Sports, which we'll tell you all about here coming up in just a little while. And Shannon, do you have a score update for Garraway and Dalton?
Yeah, Garraway and Dalton right now. Garraway leads 12-7. They have the ball on their own 40-yard line and driving.
Thank you for that. We'll return on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and at 99.9 right after this.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
At Harts's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Harts's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? Impact Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, Impact Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit Impact Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what Impact Collision can do for you.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostics equipment. Whether your vehicle needs regular maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company, Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com.
U.S. Bagging provide.
Sports YouTube channel, as we've got you covered with regional semifinal action here out of Region 15 in Division 4. The Indian Valley Braves leading the Jonathan Alder Pioneers 34-7. both live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and at 99.9 WTUZ. And Shannon, I got to say, you and I were scrambling in the background trying to figure some things out here. But what if you are Indian Valley, is there anything you really have to adjust or account for?
If you're Indian
Valley,
change even. Indian Valley, really, the only little things you got to clean up. Really only 2 penalties. Kind of a couple of defensive adjustments they got to do, but a quick update right here as the winner of this game will play the winner of New Lexington and Unioto, and they are at halftime right now, and New Lexington is leading 26-7.
Yeah, we knew that as a New Lexington team. That's going to sound familiar for Indian Valley fans, the same team that they met in the regional semis last year. Very, very tough Panthers team, I do believe.
Yeah, they got a real good quarterback, and they got a nice little passing game and stuff. So it'll be interesting if these two teams continue the way they're going tonight, and they'll meet next week. And like I said, I think Indian Valley here in the second half, you just come out and tell your players, listen, it's 0-0. We're going to come out. We got to do what we got to do to win the second half and move on. Alder, you got a lot of things that you got to correct. You got to make some big adjustments on defense and on offense. You got to find a way to put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, you certainly will. That's going to be priority number one. But putting the ball in the end zone might be easier said than done, considering what we've seen from Indian Valley's defense. There haven't been many holes.
No, and really the only mistakes that Indian Valley makes on defense is a couple times they got behind the receivers or let the receivers make a cut to where they was able to make a nice grab. But like I said, as they moved the ball down the field, the Indian Valley defense made some nice adjustments and forced them into a couple turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically how the entire first half has gone, or went, I should say, as Indian Valley and Jonathan Alder both coming back out on the field. Second half action is on the way, and we will be bringing it to you live here from the Heart Source Quality Housing mobile studio. Big thank you to DAC Vitamins and Minerals, feeding champions since 1983, a part of how we have made high school football a reality here in Z Country, on air and on YouTube. Big Z Sports will return right after this.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hi, I'm Crystal, General Manager at Loudon Motors Ford. I invite you to stop in and feel the difference of shopping for your next vehicle with our friendly, non-commissioned sales staff, or the personal touch that you will receive from one of the last family-owned and operated dealerships for nearly 100 years. So my question for you is, when will you experience the crystal clear and loud and clear advantage right here in sunny Minerva, Ohio?
Back to Jeanette and Hutton as we are about set for the second half of regional semifinal action out of Region 15. Shannon, we already talked about it at length there for the stats in that first half, but Kinsey at 213 yards and 4 touchdowns. We said in the first half the total touchdown record, he's already got the rushing touchdown record now, the total touchdown record is one that we were like, well, that's going to be out of reach for him, considering coming into this game. it's not that far out of reach at the current moment, which is shocking.
No, and, he's not going to get it tonight.
Well, he'd need 7 more to tie it, so I'd highly doubt that. But it is just it's hard to encapsulate just how incredible this run that Kinsey has been on for the 4 years. But not just Kinsey, this Indian Valley Braves team has been on. I don't know a single team that you have the numbers that you do from Kinsey, but you also have Riker Williams throwing for touchdowns and running ones in. Bradley Barr, who's scoring from fullback dives and such. Reese St. Clair, Colt James, Carson Hostetler, whoever else is scoring. It's truly incredible.
And like you said, Grady is a complete team player. Grady wants everybody involved. Grady wants everybody to get their touches. He's just an explosive guy, and he can rip off those 70-yard runs or those 40-yard runs, or he'll run people over. But at the end of the night, when all these players are doing everything they're supposed to do, that makes problems for all their opponents and everybody that's going to watch film on them, because now they all got to try to figure out, well, how do we stop these guys as a team?
Yeah, I mean, and that's much easier said than done. It was Jonathan Alder that won the opening coin toss and deferred to the second half, so they will be receiving things to start this second half off. If you haven't done so, get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Get those notifications on and never miss our broadcast. Thanks for whether you're tuned in at 99.9 or on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. As Indian Valley looking to fire things back up in Nate and Hutton. 2 men will go back deep now for Alder. Far side, farthest away from us, will be Overmeyer. Near side, closest to us, the dangerous Cashton Wheeler. That might be why they haven't kicked it back deep so far.
Yeah, they're going to probably kick it short. We got the boss man, Adam Saleski, standing back there. He's on the McDonald's app trying to figure out what he's going to get to eat on the way home.
He's ordering now, he said, for the future pickup.
So on your way home from the game tonight, stop at McDonald's and get you some food.
It is a kickoff to an up man at the 26-yard line. He'll look for room, runs into a pile, and he is down at the 35. Again, they keep the ball out of the hands of Wheeler, and rightfully so. Probably the last guy that they want to see the ball in the hands of, or Trey Bentley, who has the lone touchdown for the Pioneers.
Well, and sometimes, though, when it's a short kick like that, they don't have enough time to really kind of decide which lane they're going to go to. They got to pick quick because the special teams defense is crashing down fast, and it was a pretty quick stop.
They'll go shotgun as Hughes will have Wheeler lined up to his right, wing on the right side. He'll motion from right to left. Hughes. Handoff. Wheeler streaks to the left side, looks for room, breaks through the initial contact, and he gets swarmed after about a 2 or 3 yard pickup, and that's all the farther he's going to go. Indian Valley quick on the draw there as they let him get outside for just a moment, but once he cut back, there were 5 or 6 helmets on him.
Yeah, they all got him pretty quick, and he benefited from that. So many guys trying to rip him to the ground that the pile actually fell forward, which gave him a couple more yards.
2nd down and 7. As we mentioned in that first half, Hughes with the 2 interceptions, but outside of that, he's really been on the money for the most part. But Indian Valley has kind of camped out and just made him pay on a couple throws. Hughes in the pistol now. He will turn and fake it to Wheeler. Rolls to the right side. He's got a receiver out here in the flat. He'll look for room. He is grabbed by Kinsey and taken down hard. That was Silas Shoemaker, the senior, who got the pickup there. He was taken down at about the 43-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, like I said, Kinsey took a nice little angle right there to get to him, but still a pretty big gain. Now it's going to be 3rd and short, and it'll be interesting to see what they do right here for a play, because the inside running game the Braves have been able to stop all night.
Big 3rd down and 2 here, as Jonathan Alder will want to keep going from 3 and out as they'll turn. It's Wheeler up the middle. He'll dive forward. He's grabbed by St. Clair, but not until he's got a 1st down up to the 48-yard line. That was a pickup of 5 for the First Federal Community Bank 1st down. Now you see all of a sudden a little bit of daylight between A and B gap for Wheeler.
Yeah, and he did a nice job right there. But like I said, it's a minimal game and minimal gain. And they kind of got to get moving a little bit, because, you've already burned 2 minutes off the clock here, and you're not going to have too many more opportunities, and you got to be able to stop Indian Valley when they get the ball back.
Pistol again, Hughes in front of Wheeler, 2 by 1. They'll turn, they'll fake it. It's going to be a pitch play going to the left side. It is going to be McCain. McCain looks for room, tries to spin past the defender, and is taken down there at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that play was kind of set up there. It looked like he was going to go wide, and Brett O'Connor got out there and took on the blocker. It forced him back inside, and Rowan Basine tripped him up as he got to the line of scrimmage, and he was able to fall forward to get a couple yards.
McCain there looked like they're going to give him a credit for 3 yards on that carry. Alder still kind of taking things slow here, getting the play calls in from Coach Brett Glass and company. 2nd down and 7. Shotgun now as one running back to the right side. High snap as Hughes corrals it. Back to pass, looking for the seam. He actually throw it right down the middle. It's Bentley. Bentley's got the 35, sidesteps a defender. He's up to the 30 before he is taken down. 19-yard pickup, actually a 19-yard pickup there as Hughes has found that middle of the field, and that zone is kind of weak in that area for Indian Valley right now. Bentley holding his 4th catch.
Yeah, and what they did is they sent a wide receiver deep, so that pulled the safety back. He went with the deep guy, and then he was able to get behind the linebackers and just sit down and wait for it. So that's an adjustment that Indian Valley will have to look at on film and correct, because New Lex is one of those teams that like to throw the ball.
Bentley, a 1,000-yard receiver coming into this game. Another high snap into the gut of Wheeler. He'll go up the middle on a hesitation. He drives forward to the 26-yard line, and there's quite a pile as everybody falls down. A 3-yard pickup there.
Yeah, they did a nice job right there. Just everybody got to the ball pretty quick and was able to bring him down after a couple yards.
For Indian Valley's defense, as we know, a lot of 11 hats to the ball, everybody getting there as fast as possible. You're seeing some different substitutions earlier on here. Gary McTavish out there on the field on the defensive line, trying to keep fresh bodies out there.
Yeah, they're going to keep fresh bodies in. They're going to pull guys like Titan Peterman out of the game. You know, you've done enough for the night, and they're going to give him probably the rest of the night off.
Hughes straight drop. It's a little inside route there as Wheeler is planted. Kinsey will grab him, but it is still a pickup of 4 to bring up 3rd down and short.
Yeah, that was a pickup of 4, but that was a hard hit right there. That was a hard hit, just like a Phil Collins drum solo right there. He just come in and popped him.
3rd down and 3 as Kinsey bear hugged him and buried him into the turf. Little circle route or whatever you want to call it as Wheeler. It's not really a true wheel route. He just comes out of the backfield and just kind of goes straight up the seam.
That was one of those routes that looks good when you do it, and then you catch the ball and you think, man, my quarterback just set me up for a hit.
Hughes has Wheeler to his right, 2-by-1 in the shotgun. They'll turn. He'll give it off. It's Wheeler on the left side. Got some daylight. Sidesteps outside to the 20, up to the 15, and that's a face mask. Got grabbed from the side. Not sure who the defender was, but they're tacking on more.
Yeah, it was Colt James over there. Kind of reached. I think he reached to try to grab him up high because he didn't have the right angle, and he kind of hooked the side of the face mask right there. So he's going to get half the distance to the goal.
Into the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone as Alder having their most success so far on this drive. So considering that he went out the 15, that would put things about the 7.5-yard line, give or take.
6-7?
Don't start with me.
I'm just saying, it's like 6-7 right there.
7.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Indian Valley leads 34-7. I don't know what even to say to that.
Yeah, you don't have to. I know all the little kids at home watching right now. I just became their favorite person.
Or you became their parents' least favorite person if they started saying it now.
I'm sure my wife just rolled her eyes.
2-by-1 in the shotgun again. Wing on the right side. A motion to the left side. Hughes has Wheeler to his right. They'll give it off to Wheeler on the left side. He'll dive forward, and he gets submarine down at about the 6-yard line. Maybe a 1-yard pickup. A little bit better job that time for Indian Valley to crash. St. Clair's the man who tackles him on the edge.
Yeah, the guys on the outside kind of looked like they over-pursued, and I thought maybe they was going to be in trouble, and Reese St. Clair come through there with the nice shoestring tackle.
St. Clair with an interception so far tonight. Has also hauled in 2 receptions for 44 yards. Under 7 minutes to go as Alder gets the play call in once again.
Yeah, they're burning some time right now. They're about halfway through this 3rd quarter.
They'll bring things tight to the line in the shotgun this time as Hughes has Wheeler to his right. Straight drop. Hughes pump fakes, now delivers towards the pylon. Diving attempt, and he'll go down, and he actually came out of the end zone, so he'll go down at the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal to go from the 1.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, that play was all set up because Reese St. Clair lost his footing. Reese St. Clair made a cut for the ball and his feet slipped. If his feet don't slip, we might be talking about a big interception return.
That was McCain on that reception, his 2nd haul into the game. He'll go under center. Quarterback sneak. Pushing forward is Hughes. He's grabbed from behind. He'll fall backwards, and he's in. Over top of the defensive end who tried to hold on to him. It was McTavish, but he kind of slung him backwards. A 1-yard carry in there for Hughes.
Yeah, McTavish wrapped him up, but when he fell, he pulled him towards the end zone, and his body was on top of McTavish's, and he just stuck his hands back over the goal line and gets credited with the touchdown.
Brock Hughes in from short yardage as Alder chips in to this Indian Valley lead. Extra point upcoming here from Rich. Good snap, good hold, and it is through. 34-14. Alder chipping away, but Indian Valley still leads, and they got the ball back after this.
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At LodgeVision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At LodgeVision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. LodgeVision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
Spring and summer bring big events, graduations, yard sales, and tournaments. The Educational Service Center Print Center is your go-to for sponsor banners, yard signs, and custom graduation packages with invitations, envelopes, and thank you cards. And when it's time for sports, the ECO Center in St. Clairsville is the perfect venue for AAU and JO tournaments. With spacious seating, plenty of parking, and easy access to hotels and restaurants, it's your one-stop arena for wrestling, cheer, and more. Plan your next event with us on the court or in print. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. Hostetler has it from his own 12-yard line. Looks for room up the middle. Tries to sidestep a defender. He'll get past outside on a stiff arm. He's at the number, still dancing. He's at the 28, and he'll step out of bounds. Flag in the middle of the field as someone from Alder goes down hard.
Yeah, they've got a player down on the field right there.
We'll take a Cush Financial Group timeout. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
There's something special about Newtown Mall. It's more than just a place to shop, it's where the community comes together. Whether you're finding the perfect gift, meeting up with friends, or just enjoying a stroll through your favorite stores, it's a great time anytime. With local favorites, familiar faces, and new experiences waiting around every corner, there's always a reason to visit. Stay connected and see what's happening. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram or visit newtownmall.com today.
Newtown Mall, a great time anytime. Newtown Mall, this town is your town.
Want to stay warm in your vehicle this winter? Call the Remote Start Pros at Cartoons and Accessories in New Philly. With over 15,000 units installed over 18 years in the market, Cartoons in-car experts have the expertise to get the job done right. Cartoons carries a full assortment of remote starts that give you any desired range needed to warm up your car from anywhere. We also do diesel vehicles as well as standard shift vehicles. So don't delay. Call Cartoons today and schedule an appointment to stay warm all winter long. Cartoons at 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. 330-339-2006. Be there.
Being helped off the field now is the freshman and Drew Hughes, so good to see him at least get up off the field, but boy, you hate seeing that, especially this late in the season.
Yeah, and that's one thing. It's nice to see the trainers from Alder run to the sideline, and then you see Bethany Lewis, the longtime trainer for Indian Valley. She was able to run out there. And, speaking of needing assistance, after that 6-7 comment, I had the Uricksville Fire Department reach out to me to see if I need any type of assistance down here because They thought maybe that something was medically wrong with me with a comment like that.
Well, there's nothing medically wrong with him, guys, but if you want to come and take him away, go for it. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They'll go shotgun with Williams having Barr up in the formation as a fullback stacked in front of Kinsey. Williams will throw it out to the right side on a nice little swing pass. St. Clair's got a lot of room. He's at the 30 with a block downfield. He'll go to the 40, and there's going to be a flag. It's either going to be a horse collar as a face or a face mask as St. Clair got ripped down.
Yeah, and you can see personal foul face mask coming in.
So as it stands, a 25-yard pickup and tack on 15 more for the face mask. St. Clair's third reception. All three of his catches have gone for better than 20 yards. It's a face mask on St. Clair on the catch. Yeah. So the catch will stand. It would still move the sticks, but it will put Indian Valley back at the 25 on the 25-yard pickup.
They try to bring him down right there, and he probably tried to use the stiff arm, but when he did, he grabbed the hold of the face mask.
Yeah, you're allowed the open palm, but you can't grasp. So that must be the call there. St. Clair signaled for the first down and then sat and looked down to the turf as he realized that he was the one who was going to get nailed for it. Braves break the huddle, go 2 by 1. Same formation flipped as they'll bring the two running backs stacked to the left. It's a Wildcat snap, though, to Kinsey. He's straight up the middle. He'll go to the 30, 35, plunging forward, and he gets past the line to gain an 11-yard pickup with a first federal first down for Kinsey.
Yeah, nice job by Grady Kinsey right there. Just takes the Wildcat snap. His offensive line does a great job blocking. He just goes straight forward and picks up about 10.5 yards.
It's always kind of funny. You see at certain levels of football, all the way up to the professional level, see a Wildcat snap come in, and sometimes it's hit or miss if it's going to work or not. Indian Valley feels pretty good when they have the Wildcat.
Yeah, and it's been that way for years here. They usually have some special athletes that they put back there at Wildcat, and it just turns out fine every time.
Kinsey will line up as your fullback now in the I form. Pacine motions from right to left as a tight end. Williams is under center. He'll turn. Kinsey, first man through. Second level, 40, cutback, 50. He's at midfield. He's got one man to beat. Down the right side, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown for Grady Kinsey as he'll take it in for his 5th score of the night.
And how about the block downfield by Colt James? Colt James come out of there, went downfield, and Kinsey ran behind him for about 15 yards as James was pushing his player down the field, and then Grady made a cut to the right to get away from him and goes through.
64 yards to the house as Kinsey with 5 touchdowns, knocking on the doorstep if he's not there already of a 300-yard night. 40-14. James will come in for the extra point after one heck of a downfield block. Low snap. James is through it, and it is good. 41-14. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of these communities, there is nothing better than high school football. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
Simona Bolteron is a global leader in plastics technology, manufacturing thermoplastic products for industries such as aircraft interior parts, medical device housings, wall coverings, general thermoforming, and many more. Simona Bolteron, a company like a friend, is proud to be a part of the community and wishes all local athletes good luck and have a great year. For more information, visit them online at bolteron.com. Simona Bolteron, 1 General Street, Newcomerstown.
Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff about to set sail into the night sky off the leg of Colt James. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 41-14 Indian Valley leads as the Braves are rolling in this regional semifinal. That's going to be a squibber on the ground, and Upman will grab it at his own 30. He'll look for room, sidesteps one defender. He'll get up to the 36-yard line and held up there. That was Shoemaker on the return. The senior, a lot of patience there as he waited and kind of waited for some blockers to get in front of him, actually made something out of nothing.
Yeah, he did a nice job trying to do a little bit of sidestepping. Like I said, he was very patient right there, but the Indian Valley special teams was crashing pretty fast right there and was able to eliminate him to minimal yards.
Winner of this game will go on to take on the winner of New Lexington and Unioto. It was New Lex who was up 26-7 at halftime. No, don't say it this time.
I won't say it.
In the shotgun for Alder, it's Hughes. Motion man from left to right. Hughes back to pass, looks to the right side. He'll dump it off into the flats to Wheeler. Wheeler tries to make a move. Actually, that's Bentley who's up to the 40-yard line. Make it the 41-yard line, a 5-yard pickup that time. Not much operating room that time for Bentley. That's the first time they've really been able to corral him since the first quarter.
Yeah, and they did a nice job pursuing that screen right there. Like I said, able to get about 5.5, 6 yards out of it.
Ball at the Alder 41 now, trailing by a wide margin, 27 to be exact. If you're Coach Brett Glass on the sideline, what are you trying to do here? What do you think is going to be your MO, your attack?
It's going to have to be fast, whatever it is.
Shotgun for Hughes. Wheeler motions to the left. A little easy for me to say as it goes into the hands of Bentley, and nowhere to go on the pump pass straight up the middle. Had nowhere to go. Might have actually lost a half yard.
Yeah, Bradley Barr come in there and a couple other players, Bronco Braun and them, they just come in there and they all decided to have a little bit of a party right there at the running back.
They did give him back to the line of scrimmage. Bentley has been a very busy man tonight. Something I've noticed about this Pioneers team, Shannon, they do not do a lot of substitutions. Pretty much the 11 that are on the field when you start a drive are going to be the 11 who end the drive.
Yeah, and when you go against a team as physical as Indian Valley, that can take a toll on your body.
Hughes rolls to the left side, out of the pocket, tries to step up and deliver, goes middle of the field, and a nice grab there as trying to haul it in and unable to do so, as I believe it bounced in and out of the hands there of Ben McCain. He was laying on the ground. Defender came over the top and kind of knocked it out.
Yeah, that would have been Bradley Barr that come in and kind of rolled across the top of him right there, and he lost control right there, like you said, rolled off the turf.
So 4th and 5. Would not be surprised. As for Alder, going to be in go-for-it territory here no matter where they're going to be on the field. They got to make something happen.
Yeah, down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds here in the third quarter, trailing 41-14. It's go or go home.
Hughes by himself, empty in the shotgun, steps up, delivers to the first down marker. Defender is on the back of the receiver, but it's going to be a 6-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the sticks. Nice 4th down conversion there. As the one who was able to haul that in, it was Trey Bentley on the 6-yard grab.
Well, speaking of moving, if you got a loved one that needs some help, assisted living, look up Riverside Manor on Facebook or on their website. They got assisted living apartments down there. They also have a physical therapy if you got somebody that's got to come from the hospital and live somewhere while they get rehabilitation. Look up the folks at Riverside Manor.
Hughes has Wheeler to his right, 1-by-2 in the shotgun. Play fake, straight drop, up the middle. It goes into the hands of Bentley, who pedals back past a defender and now backs forward towards the first down marker. Looks like they're going to give him 10, and it'll move the sticks again. Boy, Bentley can get up there on those catches.
Yeah, he's got some hops in those steps.
Listed at 6'2", 180, just a sophomore for this Jonathan Alder team. Leading receiver. A lot of his catches have been right in the middle of that defense so far tonight, about 8 yards or so down the field. Pioneers do a good job to spread things out wide to get the defense out from the middle and let that open, or make that an open area. Wheeler, left side of Hughes, 1-by-2 in the shotgun, wing on the right side. They'll give it off to Wheeler. He lost his footing. He's got nowhere to go. They're ripping at the ball, and he goes down. Brogan Wilson in the middle, just bulldozed the center.
Yeah, and I thought he lost the ball there for a minute, but like I said, that was a big play by Brogan Wilson.
Loss of 1 for Wheeler, who just cannot get it going in the rushing attack.
Got to say thanks to U.S. Bagging for coming on board. They always come on board for Indian Valley games. Located over here at Stocker Concrete. They deliver sand to the pipeline, but if you need some big bags of sand at your house, look up the guys over at U.S. Bagging.
Same formation as Hughes has a running back to his left. It'll be a straight drop for him. Pressure. He'll throw to the middle of the field to Wheeler. Got a defender on his back. Now the linebacker will help polish it off, as it was Caden Riggs who was trying to get a hold of him. Was unable to do so.
Yeah, Riggs did a nice job right there. He was ready to get into the backfield, and then he read the screen at the last second and turned and gave chase just as he caught the ball and was able to bring him down.
Maybe a 2-yard pickup will put it about 3rd and 6. Alder on offense, trying to crack through again. Last time we saw him with the ball, it was a 1-yard touchdown plunge for Brock Hughes. Indian Valley faithful coming alive from Janayton. Hughes drops back into pocket. Pressure again, delivers. He's got a receiver down the field, and making the grab and getting taken down there was number 11, Chase Metzel. He'll go up to the 27-yard line, an 11-yard pickup as the clock continues to roll.
Yeah, and that's one of the things right now. They're having success with the throwing game, and the coaching staff for Alder is probably starting to think, why didn't we go to this a little bit sooner?
Clock continuing to tick down here in the third quarter. They will have to run at least one more play before we head to the final frame. Alder will spread out wide. Metzel will line right side closest, or near side closest to us. Motion man is Shoemaker from right to left. Hughes turns, gives it off. Wheeler, and the defensive line collapses. He gets about 1 yard or 2, still pushing forward, maybe 3, before he is taken down.
Yeah, defensive lineman had him after about 1 yard gain, and he kind of was able to push him down off of him.
Hold your 4s in the air from Janayton. It's Alder ball, but Indian Valley's in control. We'll see an end to this one after this.
With Room by Room, new from Carpet One, we've made finding the right floors easier than ever. Browse our curated collection of flooring options and shop by color, design, and lifestyle. Our local flooring experts will work with you to make your vision a reality. and guide you with knowledge and easy-to-use tools to find the floor that fits your needs. So if you're ready to transform your home with beautiful new floors, scan the code to get started and come see the room-by-room difference for yourself. Exclusively at Carpet One Floor & Home.
USP Sandblasting and Painting specializes in sandblasting, painting, high-quality graphics, decals, banners, and signs. Whether you have a one-time job or a company that needs multiple graphics, USP provides their design services to create the attention-grabbing designs tailored to fit your needs. For 38 years, USP has provided their customers with high-quality sandblasting and painting services. To hear all USP Sandblasting and Painting has to offer, call 740-254-9061.
Fourth quarter is here in this regional semifinal clash. Winner takes on the winner of New Lexington and Unioto. Indian Valley in full control, 12 minutes away from advancing again to another regional final.
Quick update from Dalton is Garraway leads Dalton 18-9 with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Hughes in the shotgun, backside pressure, rolling to his right. He's going to heave it. He's got a man wide open on the wheel route is Wheeler, who might have walked into the end zone, but he had to sky for that catch. He'll get up to the 5-yard line, a 19-yard pickup, and a nice find.
Yeah, it looked like there was a misassignment over there by somebody on the Indian Valley secondary. And nice job by the quarterback because he had O'Connor barreling down on him.
That'll move him into the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. Alder not going to go away quietly. Pioneers getting the play call, moving the play clock all the way down to 10 seconds. Going to have to hurry, is down to 5 now. They'll try to get set as Hughes in the shotgun. Wheeler to his left. Takes the snap, pop play on the inside. Bentley looks for room, and he gets swallowed up and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. That's another time that we've seen them do that little pop play in the middle. And Shannon, I don't know if I've seen Indian Valley bite on it yet. They have been staying home, and they know where their assignments are.
Yeah, they're reading their keys and doing everything that they're coached to do.
Substituting in there briefly for the Braves, junior Jaron O'Connor, getting some time on the defensive line. Jaron, one of the many returning letter winners for this Indian Valley squad. Shotgun again for Hughes. Wheeler to his left. High snap, pitch play. Wheeler will look for the edge. He's cut off, but he's going to bust it out even farther wide. Steps back in at the 3. Held up, and Kinsey rides him down at the 2-yard line. 3-yard pickup for Wheeler, inching closer.
Yeah, he did a nice job right there. Looked like they were going to get him about the 4-yard line, and he kept spinning and making moves and got all the way up to the goal line.
For 165 pounds, what he's listed at, runs a little bit stronger than that.
Yeah. Got to give a shout out to USP Signs and Graphics for coming on board. They come on board for all the Indian Valley games throughout all the sports seasons. And if you need to do signage for your business, check out the USP Signs Graphics website, or come down here to Indian Valley Stadium and look at all the beautiful signage that they've done down here on the baseball field and the football stadium.
1-by-2 in the shotgun. Hughes has Wheeler to his right. It's going to be a Wildcat snap instead to Wheeler. He'll go up the middle, and he's in. Cash Wheeler in from 2 yards out as he finds pay dirt for the first time tonight. And Alder chips into the Indian Valley lead.
Yeah, they answered right back. So right now they're going score for score with Indian Valley here in the second half.
So turnabout fair play as they go with their own version of the Wildcat, have brought it into a 3-score game. Extra point upcoming from Rich. Good snap and hold, and Rich is through it, and it will go through the uprights. 41-21, Braves ball when we return.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Chenaden-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Chenaden-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Adventure starts at Addie Polaris in New Philadelphia. Whether you ride Polaris or Can-Am, they've got the machines, parts, and service to keep you rolling. Their certified technicians handle everything from first service to full service. plus tires and repairs on most major brands. Family owned and trusted since 1955, Addie Polaris is your go-to power sports destination for Ohio and beyond. Stop in today or give them a call at 330-339-3351. Addie Polaris LLC, where your next adventure begins.
Cartoons of New Philadelphia Kickoff upcoming here as we have a score update. Another game of interest, but this could be an onside attempt from Rich as he's lined up for that, and it looks like the Braves want to talk it over with a Cush Financial Group timeout. We will hold it right here. Shannon, right now on the other side of Region 15 in their semifinal, New Lexington leads Unioto 33-7. So if all stays true, the Panthers look like they are well on their way to returning or to making it to the regional final. And I know they have not forgotten how their playoff hopes got ended last year by Indian Valley.
Yeah, they come into that game last year with some high hopes and a high-powered offense, and looked like they was going to give Indian Valley a little bit of a game, but the same thing happened. They would make some big plays, and Indian Valley made some big adjustments, and eventually came out on top in that game pretty good.
Some other updates as Glenville has taken the in Division 4, taken the lead on Menor Lake Catholic 7-3. Another game of interest. Sandusky Perkins trails against Gallia Academy 14-7. I believe it's Gallia Academy who they are playing tonight. Under 10 minutes to go here. Rich is going to line up for an onside. Braves will bring up their kick return team up close to the line. Rich into it, a dribbler. It'll go back, and it is grabbed there by an up man who I think is Kinsey. He's still pushing forward, and he'll go to the 41-yard line, still on his feet and driving, and he'll go down at the 40. What can't the senior do?
And that's one of those plays right there that when you see Kinsey step forward to go to get that ball, you hope he can secure it and it don't bounce off his chest plate.
Worked out well there for the Air Force commit, who now holds the Ohio High School Athletic Association record for rushing touchdowns. And he's done it in a big way tonight with 5 scores on the ground. Braves up by 20, 9:45 to go in this final frame. We'll be looking to punch another one in here for another insurance score. 1-2 in the pistol. Kinsey behind Williams. Motion man in St. Clair from right to left. Williams will drop back, fakes left. He'll go to right. He'll go to the left side in the hands of James on the screen. He gets a couple blockers. He'll go down the field, still up on his feet, tries to go up over the pile, and he'll go down at the 31-yard line. 9-yard pickup as James left his feet.
Well, he left his feet because he was going to go out of bounds, and I think he decided to dive back over top of people and land on a pile to stay in bounds to keep that clock running. So kind of a smart play right there by Mr. James if I seen that all happen right.
8-yard pickup there as a couple players will sub in and out here for Indian Valley. Grayson Heath, the senior, subs out as he was in for that last play on the screen. 2-by-1 this time. 2 running backs in the backfield flanked on Williams. Kinsey's behind him. Swing pass. Kinsey got it, and he runs out of room as he is blown up in the backfield. And what a play that time as going right through the blocker in Barr was the defensive back in Overmeyer. Another big play for him.
Yeah, that play right there, most times it's a big loss, but considering they got so many yards from James the first time, it just kind of takes them backwards just a little bit.
There's a loss of 7 on that reception. Kinsey's first reception, and probably the only thing tonight so far that he's done in the negative. 3rd down and 8 upcoming.
He probably just told him, give me the ball, I need those 7 yards back.
Shotgun. Kinsey to the left of Williams. The motion Hostetler from right to left. Fake to him. Williams going to go right up the middle through the A-gap. He pushes forward to the 29, and he'll lean, and he's got it. The first Federal first down and a pickup of 9 on Williams. Just straight power run from the quarterback.
And that's the thing about this Indian Valley offense like that. They lost 7 yards right there. You think you have a shot, and then just a simple run play right there by Frank where he just runs up there like an angry construction worker and just gets the first down.
Angry construction worker, huh?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Under 8 minutes to go here. They'll go offset on the eye as the fullback to the left of Kinsey. They'll go to the fullback. It's Barr up the middle who puts his hand on the back of his lineman, and he'll fall forward. Maybe a 2.5, 3-yard pickup. Second time we've seen Barr carry the rock. That'll set him up for 2nd down, and we'll say about 7. Barr, a trusty hand when it comes to short yardage running. Doesn't necessarily get the ball a ton out of the fullback position, but at 5'11", 200 pounds, hard guy to tackle in those first couple of yards.
Yeah. got to give another shout-out to Tails Minerals for coming on board for this game. I know we're in the middle of deer season now, but you got to start thinking about next year. If you need some land management or help with your food props or some minerals for your feeders, look them up.
Wildcat, Kinsey up the middle, breaks free. He'll go up to the 15 in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. 12-yard pickup as he'll signal for first down. He disappears in that pile and suddenly is in the second level in the blink of an eye.
And like I said, it's turning into a stat game right now. And a lot of teams kind of want to get away from him, and he's not going anywhere. He's just going to keep adding the yards and pounding the rock, as they say.
Williams and St. Clair bring the play call into the huddle. Indian Valley has milked a lot of this clock as we're about halfway through the fourth quarter. 1-2. Barr, fullback in the pistol, alongside Kinsey and Williams in the backfield. It's going to be a sweep play to St. Clair, who breaks the first tackle, goes to the second level, and there's going to be a hold. St. Clair takes it in from 15 yards out, but Pacine going to get nailed for the hold on the outside.
And he did. He was locked up in a block, and I think he kind of gave him kind of like a little hip whip right there and took him down to the ground right in front of the official.
That'd be a heck of a takedown if you're on the mat, but can't quite do it on the football field, unfortunately. Where the spot foul for that holding will just put Indian Valley about 1.5 yards behind the sticks. Kellen Coates will check back in alongside Hostetler. Coates more of a quiet night. We saw him a couple times in that win over Circleville, but he has not been targeted tonight.
No, Coates might not be targeted, but he does a phenomenal job blocking from his tight end spot.
1-2 in the pistol. Williams fakes it. Middle of the field. There's Coates. Johnny on the spot at the 10, at the 5, spins backwards, and he's at the 3. Make it the 2, and a First Federal first down, a 15-yard pickup. I swear we didn't know that was going to happen.
You think Coach Peterman sitting over there on the other side of that window heard him and said, I'm going to show Nick.
I'm going to dial it up to number 24 as he gets a nice 15-yard reception. Kinsey currently sitting on 5 rushing touchdowns. Do they go back to him again? Barr, your fullback. Kinsey, your running back. Williams under center, 1-1. Kinsey, left side. Into the defensive lineman at the 1. Pyle getting pushed back, and not much there for Kinsey. Good stand there for the Alder defensive line. They've been grinding it out all night. It's been tough sledding for them, but still up to the task that time.
Yeah, just a nice job right there by the defensive line to get a little bit of a push and kind of win that battle of the trenches right there and keep Grady out of the end zone.
Hostetler back in. James subs out. Braves might look to go fire. Instead, they'll slow things down as they spread it out. I form again. Williams gives it off. Lead block from Barr. Kinsey barrels in. 6 rushing touchdowns in the regional semifinal for the senior.
Did you say 6?
I said 6.
What comes after 6?
Don't do it to me.
Do you think he can get number 7?
Who knows? 47-21, Indian Valley leads, 5:09 to go. As the Braves look like they have their ticket punched to the regional final. James going to line up for the extra point. James is unable to get that one through. 47-21. Indian Valley leads. Alder ball after this.
U.S. Bagging provides the pipeline industry with filled bags and superior service by delivering pre-filled sandbags and other pipeline products to your job site 24/7. This saves you time and money. It allows you to focus on getting the job done. U.S. Bagging is also anchored to their communities. They'll soon celebrate 10 years at their Janaden-Hutton location. They're proud to be a sponsor of this high school broadcast and excited to support the athletes of the Indian Valley Braves for their hard work and dedication. Go Braves! Kinsey Excavating and Trucking is a family-owned and operated business in New Philadelphia. KET is a general contractor. They provide services to commercial and municipal clients. They employ local union operators and laborers. KET is dedicated to providing outstanding work using the latest technology and employing local individuals to positively impact Tuscarawas County and the surrounding area. Kinsey Excavating and Trucking proudly supports the Indian Valley Local School District and wishes all area athletes, musicians, artists, and students a successful season.
Back to Janaten Hutton. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Indian Valley in control. Another Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff is on the way. James is into it. Another dribbler straight up the middle on the squib kick, as that will be picked up by Shoemaker. He'll look for room. Cuts into the middle at the hash marks, and the pile falls forward to the 39-yard line. Shoemaker, we've seen a couple times tonight in the return game as the up man grabbing a hold of that and making a little something happen.
Quick update from Dalton is Garraway leads Dalton 18-15, but Dalton's looks like they're on. That might be
going for two.
That looks like they're going for their extra point, lining up for the field goal.
Not sure how much time is left on the clock there, but Dalton keeping it close with the Pirates. Winner moves on to the Region 21 final. Rolling to the right side is Hughes out of the shotgun, delivers on the right side into the hands of the receiver, who is stood up and driven backwards up to the 48-yard line in plus territory. That was Metzel that time.
Yeah, and I think the receiver thought his knee was down when he stood up. He kind of gave himself up, and there was never a whistle, and the Indian Valley players come over and tackled him and pushed him about 3 more yards down the field, and that's where the referee spot the ball.
14-yard pickup for Metzel, his third reception. Pioneers picking up the pace a little bit in the shotgun with Hughes. They'll give it off. It's Wheeler. He'll look for room on the right side, and he is taken down. Maybe a half-yard gain. Wheeler, for the fantastic season that he has had this year, it's been a very frustrating night tonight out of the backfield. Does have the rushing touchdown, but he did have a carry of 14 right before the break, but other than that, he has been bottled up.
Well, if you haven't noticed, that's a completely different Indian Valley defense.
Back to pass is Hughes. He's going to step up, and he is dropped. Out of nowhere from the middle of the defensive line.
Braxton Van Fossen, number 34, comes in there and just completely ran him over.
Van Fossen, a freshman linebacker with the sack.
Just after that first play, I realized that's a completely different defense out there for Indian Valley. There isn't one starter out there. That's a complete JV defense.
By our count, the third Indian Valley sack. How about that for a freshman? Not sure he had any during the regular season, but if that's your first one coming in a regional semifinal, not too bad. Hughes will go back to pass. More pressure. Middle screen. Wheeler is grabbed, and he is taken down. A loss of about 2 or 3 as they had that one snuffed out.
Yeah, Caleb Coolidge was number 7. He was the one that read that right there and brought him down. And how must that make you feel as your JV defense to come in here against their starting offense, and you've put them down to about 4th and
we'll call it 18, 19. Quite a long way. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Hughes gets the troops back in order. Wheeler to the right. They'll go 2 by 1, wing to the left side of the line. To the left side, Hughes, now who's going to try to throw it back on the wheel route. He's got Wheeler open, and he is drilled in the back, but still a fantastic reception. A 20-yard reception down the field for Wheeler.
Yeah, and he did a nice job. He went down through there, and defensive back just couldn't get over there fast enough, but like I said, he put a hit on him.
Call it up to the 37-yard line now as Alder continues this drive. 2.5 minutes to go here in the fourth, playing for mostly pride, as this will be the last time around for these seniors. Hughes will go back to pass. Steps up. He is drilled in the pocket. It's underthrown. It's tipped. It's up in the air. Scramble for it. And an attempt there, and incomplete as it rattles out of the hands of the defensive back. More pressure up the middle on Hughes.
Boy, Hughes took a shot right when he threw that ball.
Hughes hops right back up off of the turf, but what a wallop there back in the pocket. Stops the clock with 2:26 to go. Hughes kind of stretching out the legs a little bit. I don't know who hit him in the pocket, Shannon, but boy, that was a shot.
Yeah, he kind of got up slow after that.
Hughes in the shotgun. Wheeler to the left side. Swing pass into the hands of Wheeler. Might have even thrown it backwards for a run. Wheeler's looking for room. He's got the edge. Nice block on the outside. Stiff arm, and he'll go up to about the 22-yard line. 15-yard pickup. TC Cannon takes him out of bounds.
That's going to bring another first down. 2:19 left in the game. Braves 47-21.
Hughes so far tonight, Shannon, by my account, had that last incompletion there, and including the interceptions, I've got him down for maybe 4 or 5 misses. He has been on the money. Swings it out to the right. Wheeler drops it. Scramble for the ball, but I think there was a whistle for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that one actually went forward, so it was going to be an incomplete pass. They catch a break right there.
Well, right on par, I talk about the lack of incompletions from Hughes tonight, and Wheeler drops it.
And that's one of those ones that you hate to call an incompletion because it wasn't the quarterback's fault. But it's going in his stat column.
So it looks like Indian Valley obviously moving on to the regional final. New Lexington was up big on Unioto, so a rematch from last year's regional rounds. Indian Valley going to take on New Lexington when both those games go final. Hughes will roll to the right side, out of the pocket, delivers towards the right sideline. That's hauled in by the receiver, and he is taken out of bounds. Metzel makes the grab, and it looks like he got marked, we'll say 7-yard line or so. About a 16-yard pickup. It's been where a lot of those receptions have come in that range for Alder so far tonight. Metzel, a 6'5" senior. Breaks the huddle again. Metzel off to the right side will be Wheeler. He'll turn and a bobble with it. Wheeler has to change direction. He goes on the right side, tries to go over the defender, and gets taken down hard. Oh, almost a scary play there as Wheeler does get taken down and hops back up, no problem, but tried to jump over the defender.
Yeah, and it was those are one of those ones that you don't want to see happen because a serious injury can come from something like that.
Also just got the final stat line for Mr. Kinsey from the Indian Valley stats guys, and funny enough, Shannon, I was only off by 3 yards, so I think I kept it close.
Did a good job tonight keeping that ink pen running.
Pistol set. Hughes has Wheeler behind him. They'll give it off. Wheeler, jump cut into the middle, and he'll fall forward for a gain of a yard or two. Minute 20 on the clock. As we said, Alder playing for pride, going to look for one final touchdown here, trying to punch one in. And it would be a fitting end to the career for Cash Wheeler, who had a fantastic senior season, if he is the one to do it. Crowd certainly turned up here tonight for both the Braves and the Pioneers. Long trip back to Plain City on tap for Alder. Handoff, Wheeler inside, jump cut, and he will go in. From 3 yards out, a touchdown carry there for the senior, his second touchdown of the night, as Alder will bring it back just a little bit closer, but it appears that this will be our final score pending the extra point.
Yeah, you know, Coach Lang's going to come out and take the victory celebration as long as they get the onside kick.
Now, what do they say? Best formation in football, depending on which side you're on when it happens. Rich will come in. Good snap and hold, and he is through it, and it will go through as well. We'll have a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff upcoming, and we'll round this one out from Janayton after these messages.
Katie, I don't know how you get to work so early, and you even have time to stop at McDonald's.
It's so quick with the McDonald's app. I order and pay from home, pull into the pickup spot, and they bring my food right out. Or I can just run in and grab it from the pickup area.
I always remember the app once I'm already at McDonald's.
But that's okay. Just use it when you order at the drive-thru or inside. Open the app, get your code, and you'll earn points toward free McDonald's food. Plus, the app is loaded with daily deals.
Suddenly I'm having a Big Mac attack.
That sounds good. I'll order it from my app.
The McDonald's mobile app. I'm loving it.
Fall is here and those leaves aren't going anywhere on their own. Let Wolf's Lawn and Landscape Solutions handle your leaf removal and trimming so your yard looks clean and ready for winter. Then when the snow starts to fall, stay cozy inside as Wolf's residential snow removal program will take the stress and the shovel off your hands. From fall cleanup to winter care, Wolf's keeps your property looking its best all year long. Call Wolf's Lawn and Landscape Solutions today, 330-204-3933.
New Philadelphia kickoff as it will roll all the way back to Hostetler at the 22, who will slide down and will look to round this one out. As Indian Valley will take a couple of knees and bring an end to this one. Definitely got to tip your cap to the Jonathan Alder Pioneers, Shannon. Probably, and rightfully so, when you consider what time of year this game came. Probably the hardest test that Indian Valley has had so far in the postseason. Alder just coming up a little bit short.
Yeah, they've made some nice adjustments in the second half, able to put some points on the board. But Indian Valley was just so overwhelming in the first half that they couldn't keep up with him. And really, you don't know what the Indian Valley game plan was in the second half. You don't want to go out there and I don't know what we got going on now. Oh, they're going to call a timeout. I think Alder was trying to bring in an injured player to let him get a snap.
I believe they are going to be attempting to do that. We'll keep it right here. Blake Hardy, a senior wide receiver and defensive back, injured earlier on. Not sure if it was last week or earlier on this season. I believe they want to bring Blake out for potentially a final play or two for his senior year. We'll see if that was the case. I thought he was coming out there. Not sure, though, Shannon.
Yeah, I seen him walking out with a crutch, so it
Well, I take that back as he'll go back towards the sideline. So Indian Valley was just a few kneel downs away from capping this one off. How would you grade the performance tonight for the Braves?
You know what? I think it was one of their better games of the year. I think they had a complete game in the first half. They created some turnovers, and offensively, offensive line did what they always do. Grady Kinsey, he did what he always do. I think Riker Williams managed the game very well, and it was just this was a really good performance by the Indian Valley Braves. I got to take one more snap here.
One final kneel down will do it, and they will drop to the turf here from Janayton. For the final time this year, Indian Valley picks up a win at home and remains perfect at 11-0, and now has their eyes set on the regional final, and by our count will be going up against New Lexington coming up next Friday night. Shannon, I think overall after we broke down everything, we were looking in the pregame, we were kind of looking at what Alder had on film. This one went about the way that we thought it possibly could.
Yeah, it was one of those games. At first I didn't know which way it would go because watching a couple different films of Alder, there were some games that they looked like it was going to be a big challenge, and then there were some other games where they made some mistakes, and it's like, you're not going to be able to make those kind of mistakes because the way this Indian Valley team plays, if they get on you hard and get on you fast, it's going to be over real quick, and that's exactly what Indian Valley did tonight. From the very first offensive play, Grady Kinsey takes it to the house, and they never really let up in the first half, and you hate to say it because anything can happen in football, but, Indian Valley the game was over at halftime.
Certainly seemed that way as we will tally up some of our final stats, award our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, and we will head out for the final time this year, at least for this season, from Janayton Hutton. Indian Valley advances with a 47-28 victory. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Old Town Tavern in Tuskegee offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Old Town Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Old Town Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
5-star quality, 5-star service, 5-star satisfaction. Hi, this is Chandy Salisbury with Riverside Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. We are proud to be the area's only skilled nursing facility with these elite ratings. Locally owned and operated since 1978, Riverside ranks in the top 3% of nearly 1,000 Ohio facilities for outcomes, return to home success, and customer satisfaction. With on-site therapy 7 days a week, we help you recover quickly, safely, and confidently. Call me today at 740-498-5165 to learn more.
It's game time and your pizza shop has you covered. Grab all your favorites, pizzas, oven-baked subs, crispy chicken dinners, and so much more. And during the game, score big with a large one-topping pizza for just $6.99. Stop by your pizza shop, 152 Front Avenue Southwest, New Philadelphia, or call 330-339-4888 to order now. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook for all the daily deals and specials. Your pizza shop, hometown flavor, game day favorites.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills. Get certified. Get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Are you a compassionate caregiver looking for a career with purpose? Second Family Home Care and Support Services is now hiring home health aides and STNAs. We offer competitive wages, flex time scheduling, and employment rewards because we believe in supporting the people who support others. Start your journey with a company that truly cares. Visit careers.secondfamily.com to apply today or contact them at 740-462-3152.
Gillen Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillen Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports. You're with Big Z Sports on 99.9 WTUZ.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio and your Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show as we wrap things up here from Jeanetton Hutton, as it will be the Indian Valley Braves who advance with a 47-28 victory. Shannon will run through the final stats. 295 yards through the air for Brock Hughes. Did have a touchdown pass and a rushing touchdown as well. 115 yards and a touchdown for Trey Bentley. 116 yards receiving for Cash Wheeler. Struggled to get things going on the ground, though, and Indian Valley just by far and away too much. Although a couple of late scores, and the most points Indian Valley's given up in a long time.
Yeah, and they some of those touchdowns there at the end, I kind of write them off. But, those players for Alder to come in, we knew what they could do. And they did what they had to do. The problem is we said the defense that would show up tonight would be the win. And Indian Valley's defense in the first half was just way too much for Alder's offense.
Certainly was. Offensively for the Braves, quarterback Riker Williams, an extremely efficient night as he throws for 113 yards. Also, 71 yards for him on the ground and a rushing touchdown. Frank doing Frank things.
Yeah, and like I said last week, he had no yards rushing, but he had a lot of yards passing. Everybody's like, Riker just couldn't get going tonight. Well, Riker didn't have to get going last week because it's
not how the game played out.
It didn't need to, and we said he'll be fine. He'll be back next week. Well, look who came back. I mean, defensively, he's a stud on that football team. He creates a lot of havoc, and then tonight he was back on the offense.
Here's a little stat line for you, too, in that passing game, something we haven't seen in a while for Indian Valley. 5 different receivers with a catch.
And like we said, that all comes down to opposing teams, and now I've got to study that game film, who you're going to go with, because if you think it's going to go to Colt James all the time, all of a sudden you hit Riker or Reese St. Clair with a little wheel route out of the backfield. Then you got Carson Hostetler, you got Kellen Coates, you got all these different players, and then they got a kid that can run the ball.
As for the leading receiver, St. Clair, 3 catches for 69 yards, had a good game defensively as well. Reese was all over the field. The one stat line we haven't gotten to yet, and there's no reason we haven't gotten to it other than, are you sitting down for this? Because we'll go through the entire rundown that we have. With 22 carries, 304 yards on the ground, and 6 rushing touchdowns, a half a dozen tackles, a sack, a kickoff return even, and a new state record senior running back, Grady Kinsey, the Air Force commit, I don't know how he continues to step up the game, but it just keeps happening.
You know, and that's one thing that we always say. Everybody's always like, oh, he's talented. You can only do this because of Grady. Well, Grady will be the first one to tell you my offensive line is the reason I get to do it. I get to do it the way I do. My quarterback is phenomenal. My receivers block downfield for you. But at the end of the night, Grady don't care about them stats we got. Grady don't care about the award that we're about to give him. Grady cares about one thing, and that's that W at the end of the night, and he got that W, and that's all that matters to him.
And advancing on to the regional final, and you played a little bit of a spoiler there, but not a soul who's listening right now or watching on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel is surprised. Your McInturf Realty player of the game, the all-new rushing touchdowns career leader in Ohio High School Athletic Association history, Grady Kinsey. He just keeps adding to that shirt collection.
Yeah, he keeps adding that shirt collection. So I have a lot of shirts when he goes out to Colorado to the Air Force. And like you said, at the end of the day, Grady is a phenomenal athlete. He's a better person, and like Chris Cale says, and he's going to go serve our country.
Doesn't get much better than that. Indian Valley picks up the 47-28 victory, and they will advance on to the regional final. We'll have to wait and see where that game is played, but it appears that it's going to be against those new Lexington Panthers, a team that Indian Valley is definitely going to be familiar with after their run-in last season. For the Claxon Communications crew in Jaron, Aber, Jeremy Holbrook, as well as Abby Jones, we appreciate all of their efforts, as well as Daniel Adams down on the sideline. Keith Thomas also down there on the sideline. We'll throw Adam Sawecki in there. I think he was doing some work here tonight. What do you think, Shannon?
Well, Adam, he's worried about going to McDonald's and picking up that food. And remember, if you're close to Janayton, the kitchen is open late down in the Michi's Pizza on game night, so get down there and get you some pizza. If you're at Old Town Tavern, remember to tip your waitress and your bartender's good.
I've got a feeling we're going to be finding ourselves somewhere late next week, most likely down southwest, maybe over that way, probably Muskingum County area.
Oh, they got a phenomenal dirt track down there, but it's closed for the season.
Oh, well, it's a little cold for that right now.
It's never too cold to race.
Hey, I want to give a huge shout-out, too, back into the Hartzler's Quality Housing studio with Mary Alice running the board for us, making us sound a lot better than we actually are. We appreciate Mary taking time out on her Friday to make that possible. For the final time tonight from Janayton Hutton, we will be back next week. We will be back next week with more high school playoff football coverage. There's too many people here, Shannon. We got to wrap this up.
Yeah, everybody's wanting their 2 seconds of fame right now.
Yeah, seems to be that way. We'll talk with you next week. For Shannon Thomas, I'm Nick McWilliams, and don't go anywhere, Z Country. We'll be back at a high school again near you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.